live.
Congratulations.
3, 2, 1, live at 11:11. This is probably the first time.
Hello, baby. Can you see me?
FPV.
Been lost, but now it's found right here, you heard?
I am Nicki Lewinsky if you're nasty, Nicki Minaj if you're a bad bitch. You tuned in to Person TV. You know what I'm saying? They getting lots of money. You know what I'm saying? Pushing a lot of drops and all that. I don't know what they doing, but all I know is that when I come to the town, everything shut down.
I would say congratulations. You managed to get me on time.
Let's fucking lose it!
You should get like a gold bar or something. Just for that.
This is not Sia Jones, Red Cafe.
Look at the
D Block, it's all love.
Are they like shot?
Yep.
I will open another window.
Yo, what up, man? It's your boy, it's the Baltimore Banger, N.O.E., the Bird Gang Boss, man. Whenever I'm in PA, I'm rocking with Sean the Don. How? I'm kicking it from coast to coast with my homeboy DJ Sean the Don, nigga.
All suckers die. Peace. Sean the Don.
I'm so slow to find the chat. That's why I don't multitask while the stream is going. Let me see. That doesn't work how I want.
FPTV, FPTV, bring that fire. Shot your video to watch it live on YouTube. Friday night, 11:11, get your twine swans. FPTV, level up, FPTV, bring that fire. Drop your video, watch it live on YouTube. Friday night, 11:11, get your twine swans. FPTV, level up.
What is my big ass dog on there?
Decided to make a channel for it, and people love it. My God, there's all kinds of animals.
I think that's one thing where everybody has that in common. Like some people have different things they love about it. Everybody it doesn't matter where they're from.
Friday night, 11:11, get your twine swans. FPTV, level up, puff blast. FPTV, get your twans. FPTV, going live at night, 11:11, Friday night, check it out. FPTV, the home of FPTV, bring that fire, bring that heat. Drop up your Disney, on that disco, watch it live on YouTube. Friday night, 11:11, get your twins. FPTV, level up for fast. FPTV, get your twins. FPTV, on YouTube. Friday night, 11:11, get your twins.
I was just thinking something to that effect.
Yeah, I'm thinking, oh, busted. I'm gonna have to get your stuff.
It's alright.
Excuses.
Nah,
Well, hello, mother fluffers, and surprise! We are on time. Why? Because Nomad Ariel insisted. Hello. How are you
I
tonight?
came during you doing it. I am well. How are you?
I can't complain. I'm a little shocked myself. So he now gets the first official golden Twan of the night. Instead of like gold stars like you got in school, you get a golden Twan because you have achieved the impossible. So much that I'm pretty sure the chat doesn't even know what's going on. I didn't get to read
They're all
all the
worried about
comments,
you.
but I saw Kiz ask if I was okay, if the Pyrex coffee was feeling. Yes, Kiz, I got my coffee, but it's in a real cup tonight. Oh my god. I don't
I
even
got
know
my
what to do with
monster and
myself.
my vape, so I'm good.
Well, hello, boys. I still can't believe it. So I am going to start off and put Nomad right on the spot. He should know by now that the guest has to read out all the names in the chat so I can appropriately twan everyone.
All right. Well, we'll start from the top. We got Fly High FPV.
Oh, Fly
We got
High coming
Donnie
in
FPV.
strong with the first twans.
Yeah. Kiz Bartlett.
Oh, kids, there's that wild card.
CFPV.
See, what's up, dude?
We got Brutal FPV.
Brutal.
And Large Petroleum Fella, big oily guy.
Holy shit, I'm like, who is Large Petroleum Fella? We got that Large Petroleum Fella out there tonight, boys. Known as the biggest, oiliest of guys out there. Big oily guy.
We got Tobias Yoder, Tobias.
Tobias is in the house, repping it for all the Tobiases out there.
We got Sunrider FPV.
Oh, Sunrider, good to see you back. I saw you dropped some this week. Can't wait to watch them.
A couple people just rolling. We got Bartman Dude.
Hey, Bartman dude. You got your own
And
song
the
out of
old-
me. I
The
apologize when I
venerable
sing.
Nappy FPV.
Oh, Nappy! Did you say somebody in between? I like to...
Nope.
Oh, okay. I like to bull rush right over everybody. But you're pretty good. Like, you're good at this. Like, some people, they're, like, so meek, and I'm like, nah, you gotta, like, push through. Don't let me talk right over you.
Yeah, see, Nappy? This is how we do.
11 on the dot.
11:11 on the dot.
He called me out. He applied the pressure, and he was like, no, we are going to start on time. And I was like, okay, sir, we are. No.
50 Shades of Streamlab thing going on here, so.
Wait, who are the Bando Boogeyman? I can't see the name.
Sunrider FPV.
Ooh, Sunrider. We are the Bando
Jay
Boogeyman.
Barnes FPV. What up?
Jay Barnes! Sorry, I'm obnoxious. Get your twans! It's how we do. So, boys, if you did not notice, we are starting the night out with the Bob Ross of FPV. He has been named by the largest of the petroleum gentlemen. So, in all fairness, names. Yeah, I could even... I like the Bob Ross of FPV. I thought it's totally appropriate because Nomad I am deeming him, color expert of FPV here. He's been doing a color. Now, should I say color grading streams? Is that the wrong term here, dude? Why don't you tell us about your streams?
Oh, so Cult of Color is a weekly stream where I basically teach color grading. And I come from more of a classical professional colorist, but I like to break the rules and make people get the same result for less work.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, plenty of episodes if you want to go back, and we did it. It was supposed to be 8 weeks or 5 weeks or something like that. It turned out to be like 12 weeks of a color grading 101 where I started just bare bones basic. But always happened, like you come into the Discord, you got a question or something, you want me to check over some footage, you want me to take a stab at your footage, I'm happy to do all that. Help you learn.
So what was your 8-week plan? You must have went in with like a game plan going. Like, did you have a certain set of things you were trying to cover within that?
Yeah, I had a whole syllabus put together. And it was, the basics. So I use DaVinci Resolve exclusively, and that's what I teach in. I really don't think like Premiere and Final Cut are really up to the highest level of color grading. So I mean, you can get it done, but it's just not what colorists use. So a lot of it was going over DaVinci Resolve, how to install it, what, you know, where the settings are, how to set up your projects, and then some of the fundamental like science behind color grading, color science itself.
Oh, so for
You know,
beginners, a good place to go would be like start back in the beginning when you're actually setting up all the way into DaVinci. That's pretty sweet, like breaking it down to the beginning.
yeah, there's a playlist for color grading 101 also, that people can go through. I'm not sure. I think they're in order, but it's sort of like I think it was 5 weeks in, and I started expanding on some of the subjects, so it ended up going longer than what I had planned. But that's only good for everyone else, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to play this playlist right now because they are longer videos for you boys to
Yeah.
check out, but I did want to click on it to show you. He's got the color grading 101 right here, and bam, you could go and choose your video from there as well.
Yeah, I do have a Patreon, but I don't put anything behind a paywall. So it's just if you feel like supporting me or whatever. But yeah, no paywall, no sponsor spots, no ads, no bullshit. Just come in and get your learn on.
Okay, no ads, no bullshit around here, boys. And I like that,
Got
like,
it, Nappy.
if people have personal questions, you're willing to help. You're not just like, go back to it, you know? You're like, show me, let me see what you got, you know? So if you're not in his Discord, boys, join up in there to get that one-on-one help you might be needing or looking for.
Twan on Twan help.
That Twan-on-Twan help. Oh my god, I love it! When you're looking for that Twan-on-Twan help, when you need to really get down to the nitty.
When one Twan loves another Twan.
Let the good Twans roll. There's all kinds of... People have expanded the Twan phrases over time, and I love it.
So here's a fun little. So Nappy's already catching one of my isms. Something that I'm known for is, you've heard of LUTs, right? Like basically presets you could use to color your footage. I am vehemently against most LUTs because they discard data, they destroy data. So I don't use LUTs. I
What do you
teach
mean they discard
color
data
grading.
or destroy it?
So if you want to do anything else to your footage after applying a LUT, you're going to have a harder time because it's gotten rid of parts of the original footage by the time you get to that point that you can no longer work with it in certain ways.
Oh, okay.
And I also think that the influencers who sell LUTs are full of shit and don't actually know what they're doing. Just my 2 cents.
I don't know. The only couple times I tried to use them, I didn't have luck with it because I felt like I might have been using the wrong one, but basically that, I felt like it didn't apply. It made some areas look good and then others look like shit. So I was like, so I just gave up on it and started trying to play around myself. Now I do minimal.
Yeah. I mean, so not all LUTs are created equal, right? If you're buying LUTs from a YouTube creator, chances are they're not going to look great on your bog standard footage. There's probably something that creator tends to do to their footage every time that preps it so that LUT looks good, because they're the ones that made the LUT. So it's not, your mileage may vary, but there are also some ultra high quality LUTs, like those that come with DaVinci Resolve, film emulation LUTs, things that do some more complex transformations to the image than just coloring. Those are the high quality ones where they have an applicable time and place in the workflow.
Now, as if 20 questions haven't already begun, but now when you record on GoPros and stuff, or whatever camera you use, do you use the ND filters?
Yes. So, and it's mostly personal preference. I give people shit sometimes, but when you talk about what cinematic means, it's more about the intent behind the footage. It's not so much the camera settings or the color grading, it's the intent.
Okay.
So you can be cinematic with a garbage camera with, bog standard settings, but what makes something cinematic is it pulls you back away from the subject material and lets you watch it as a third party, as opposed to when it's like 60 frames per second, and there's no motion blur and there's no lens distortion correction. It's very live, right? You're very in it. It's happening around you. So you're not watching it from a distance where it's the image itself is not necessarily telling you a story. You're just experiencing the image. So it's kind of a different, it's like talking about the difference between videography and cinematography. I think what most of us do with our drones would be considered videography. We're capturing something happening.
Yeah.
Right. So if you see the guy running around at a wedding with a camera, he's a videographer because he's capturing something that's happening. Cinematography is using the video itself to tell a story, right? It's not necessarily what's happening in the video that matters. It's the context of what's happening in the video that matters. So that's kind of the approach that I take with my flight videos. And so, yeah, I use the ND filters. I try to get, my shutter speed or my shutter angle, which is the cinematic term, at 180 degrees, which is the standard for cinema. So use an ND filter it's kind of like sunglasses for your camera, right? So you can keep that shutter open a little bit longer, especially with action cameras, because they're not really designed to do that. They're more designed to capture rapid motion with no blur. So forcing them to do motion blur is a little bit contrary to what they're made for, but they can do it just fine. Yeah, it's just, it's a little bit more than an aesthetic, I guess. Plus, I also shoot 24 frames per second, which not everybody enjoys, which is totally acceptable.
Now, when you say that, help my, I'm humble, so when I don't know, I ask the question. When you say 24
That's
frames
totally fine.
versus like 60, help me explain that, because like what's better or what's slower? Like what does the slower do? Like, fuck, I don't even know how to frame the question.
No, it's totally fine. So the standard in cinema, in movies, is 24
and while you
frames
do that,
per
I'm
second.
going to hit your latest video while we talk. And we
Okay.
got the X8 Beast update with beta flight. 4.5 first flight test. This is his latest video a couple days ago, boys.
ISO 400 with ND8.
Yeah, I didn't. It was my first flight was beta flight 4.5, and I was too lazy to take the camera off, which was a cinema camera in this case. So I was just hoping it wasn't going to flip over when I armed it.
Hopefully it doesn't flip over because I didn't feel like taking
So
the
yeah,
camera off. Okay, bye.
the standard for cinema is 24 frames per second. And the human eye, you get persistence of vision. So like your brain can interpret anything as motion that's roughly 12 frames per second or faster can be interpreted as motion. And so when you use a frame rate that low, the motion blur, it makes a big difference to use motion blur because it ties the frames together. It looks less juddery. Because if you don't have any motion blur, there's too much space, if you will, between the frames, where the blur lines that happen kind of tie the frames together and can make it look smooth. So it doesn't look as live as like 60 frames per second, which is great for action because you're capturing more information, right? You're capturing frames more often. You're capturing more information, so you have a lot more information to work with, a lot more motion information to work with. So, different frame rates have their different applications. Yeah, managed not to flip over, managed not to freak out on me, and decided to take it for a little rip. Still fast as balls. Weighs about 2.5 kilos takeoff weight with camera on board.
Damn, Nomad might be on top of things tonight. He got me started on time. I don't even got to ask 20 questions. He's shooting them out. He's Mr. I love it. Where are you from? I didn't even get that out to the crowd yet.
I live in Southwest Michigan, right near the coast of Lake Michigan. So a little bit of an FPV desert, but I can travel a little ways if I want to fly with people.
Well, what's your go-to spot at home?
My yard.
My yard. Fair though. Like everybody's got a go-to spot that they like.
I have the best neighbors in the world when it comes to FPV because I rip big drones through their yards, all up and down the street, and nobody's complained yet. And if anybody's ever flown an X8, they're not subtle; they're very loud. So, yeah, I do like to go to the beach. There's a few beach spots that I like to fly at, a couple of parks around the area that I like to fly at. I just haven't been able to get out. The weather hasn't been great until recently. Plus, right now we only have one working car, so it's a little bit of a struggle.
Yeah, the boys were just over in Chicago and Detroit. And says they just missed you.
Yeah, I mean, like from where we are on Lake Michigan, if you just went straight west, you'd run into Chicago. It's about 67 miles away as the crow flies. So I always joke sometimes I'll just take one of my quads when we're at the beach and I'll just fly out there. Be like, okay, going to Chicago, be back later.
Would you be able to, do you think you could get across the lake and back? Is that possible on like a battery?
Not with the quadcopter, maybe with a wing.
Okay.
Quadcopters just aren't efficient enough to, I wouldn't have the battery power to make it across, but
Okay,
a wing
that's
could
what I was-
probably do it.
What about
Yeah,
a
I
long
mean-
range, like Marcel Falcon Rats? Like,
You're talking like maybe 6 miles, so a tenth of the way there.
oh, okay.
Like, it's
See, I don't
67
have any
miles to the
actual
city.
clue, so
Yeah,
I am breaking
Yeah.
this down for no real reason other than that's what I do. Thank you.
of course.
Hey, you're the one who brought up about flying over it, so I'm like, is it possible? Can
That's
you do
fine.
it? How do we do it?
So, I don't know. We'll see the exposure.
I love like
I mean,
pushing for the impossible, you know?
yeah, I mean, if it was a wing with analog video and you had like the appropriate antennas and the appropriate receiver on your goggles, you know, there's really no reason why you couldn't, because it's always going to be line of sight the way the lake works.
I wouldn't, right?
So like Express LRS would be enough to get across the lake.
Fucking go back and say
Crossfire probably. I wouldn't use the digital system. They have distance limits, but yeah, you know.
Now I'm gonna put you on the spot for your choice of video from your page.
Oh shit.
I'll click on the video
Uh,
section so it'll be in order.
Let's see here.
Oh wait, 12 hours ago. I lied. I thought I watched his latest one 3 days ago.
Yeah, no, I did a regrade of an old video, just ripping through the forest. I mean, take your pick, right? My videos as a whole are just kind of like all over the place. A lot of them have been played on the stream already. So
All right, let's look at a little AI because flight fantasy, he calls it, soaring over the sun's surface. And you know, I like the AI video. Some people, I've heard both sides, like not AI videos, but AI in general about, you know, but I like it. It adds something different. It's got those trippy effects, like.
yeah,
see more.
I've been working part as a consumer of these AI products, but also as a developer. So I get an opportunity to do some stuff that other people can't necessarily do yet. And I've also, you know, gotten the mixed responses from folks. Some people are for it, some people are against it, some people are scared of it. I get it. You know, it's a difficult thing to just kind of wrap your head around unless you're already exposed to the technology.
Now, see, like, most radical visuals is like, this is perfect for that category, for the rippies. Like, stuff like this. I'm
Yeah.
surprised last year we didn't see more AI. We saw a couple.
Yeah, I think it was Rob Groove won that category for his AI work, and
He did, and he nailed it.
And,
Between
it was
the song,
it was
the
like
AI, it was themed
yeah,
so
it was
well.
it was an older video. It was very early in the year where he came out with that. I think it was January, and I was impressed back then because nobody was doing anything like that back then. So he was definitely bleeding edge when he first did that, and
You're
it was
right,
very
that was
nicely
early in the AI game.
Yeah, it was very nicely composed. I think it debuted on my old stream, FPV After Dark, which I'm considering bringing back a late Sunday night stream. We'll see, but yeah, I remember being super impressed by the video.
Yeah, and I admit, like, the theme of his, he put, like, thought into each area, you know, the music, the animal,
Exactly. It matched what was happening in the music, and it was brilliant. He does really great work just all across the board. I'm a big fan.
He has really good editing skills. Flying
Yeah,
too, but like
absolutely.
I'm just saying his edits like stand out, you know.
Well, some of his he's had a couple of his later edits on my stream, and he's chasing some drift cars on this really small track, and he's with another drone pilot, and so he's using both perspectives of those two drones. A lot of slow mo, a lot of time to the music, and
His
it's
tire
really,
one,
really
the
good.
tire transition.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was incredible. He
So-
like flies through the tire and then he's like chasing something out. Like,
Yep. Eating in bitcoins.
he's good
So,
at editing and bitcoins. Those are his two passions, editing and bitcoins, that I will say.
So to talk about what makes my videos, it's kind of where the name Nomad Aerial comes from, is that my wife and I have an annual vacation we take, which ours is coming up here in less than a month now, where we just go on the road for 3-4 weeks off the grid, and we travel. Like last year we did 8,100 miles. We tent camp the entire way. We don't stay in hotels. We don't buy stuff. So just, we're completely self-sufficient. We
Wait,
protect
did you
all
say
of our
we
food
don't
and water that
buy
we're going to
stuff?
consume. We don't like go out to eat
Okay, all right.
because we're dirty. We're nasty. Oh, he licks things in voice chat. Okay. That's funny. So that's where Nomad Aerial comes from, is we do travel a lot. We get to go to some really interesting places. Oh yeah, this is a fun.
Myself.
Ugh.
Nope.
That's
Not
a
even
tough
little
one.
bit.
I've been a lot of places.
Place fucking packed, full of
Ooh,
assholes.
that's a
Anything
tough
I wanna
one.
do is
Usually
try to
people can pull
paraglide or
that one
some
out,
shit.
you know?
I can't tell if he's a paramotor or if he's just trying to jump down the.
I know of like tons of places where
don't think
I
he's a
wish I had more
paramotor. I think he's
time.
just an idiot.
Um,
He's gonna have to
but-
break
Well,
his
give me
fucking
one of
legs.
those.
Trying to
then.
pick a favorite.
So I got the old.
Which
back
one would
there.
you like
I
to
don't know if you guys
revisit
have it,
then?
but,
Alvord
we're gonna do some
Desert
shit.
in
I'm gonna fly
Southeast
from inside
Oregon.
the car because I'm not
Alfred
an
Desert?
asshole.
I don't know if I've heard of that one.
That should also add to
Yeah,
some of the range
it's
testing.
a huge flat
GPS
desert
rescue properly
that's
configured.
multiple miles
And
wide
instantaneous
and
punch out,
long,
none of
and
that,
you can drive out
24/7
onto it. You
waiting
can
around
camp on it.
bullshit.
So it's great if you want to
anything
practice
goes wrong,
car
it's just
chasing with
punch up,
0 obstacles.
and, then I should reconnect it.
Super easy to
Into
do.
the
So
story,
it's
we're just gonna do laps. I got
it's
2
in my,
flights
if you
planned
look
today.
at my
We're doing one
2022
flight with a
year in
3,300
FPV,
milliamp hour
there's a
6S
couple
battery,
of clips
and then
from
we're doing 600 milliamp hour just to
Alvord
see
Desert,
what
and
the return on investment is.
there's some clips from the
diminishing
Alvord
returns
Desert.
are,
I did a long range flight last
which will
year
help you
there,
properly
so my
right-size a
2023
LiPo
year in
battery
FPV.
for the ultimate long range experience. The ultimate
Yeah,
long range
the 2023 year in
experience,
FPV has the long
Anyway,
range flight
see
in
you
there,
later.
but
Goodbye.
yeah, I mean, we could spend days there just dicking around, because it's right next to the Steens Mountains, which is kind of a big mountain range, just nestled right next to the flats. It's a really pretty area. Most people who if you're not familiar with that area, you wouldn't think something like that existed in Oregon, because you would think it's more southwest. But it's absolutely incredible, especially at night, on a clear night. The stars, and you can see the plane of the ecliptic, and it's just incredible. So love it there. Want to go back? Want to fly more?
That sounds cool. I have to look at my map whenever you say where things are, like Oregon. That's like, I've never been to a
Out
desert.
west.
That would be a cool one. And to follow up, what is your bucket list spot? Is there a spot that you have not been to that you do want to go to? Some the spot for you?
Probably Dubai.
Oh, what an answer! Dude, you get another gold Twan. That was Dubai. Nobody said that yet. Oh, could you imagine?
Yeah, the Burj
building
Khalifa. I
dives
want to
in
dive the
Dubai?
Burj Khalifa without going to prison.
You think he'd wind up in prison? Yeah.
If I was not famous, yeah. Johnny FPV he's managed to dive Burj Khalifa, which is currently the tallest building in the world.
Now, is that the one that's
Something
all
like-
lit up crazy?
I don't know. They're kind of all lit up crazy. It's
Okay,
just
fair.
the one that's got the stepped cylinders to a really
I think
tall
I know.
spire.
It's like
I mean,
the iconic building in Dubai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like 2,200 meters tall or something like that to the top of the spire, which is just it's ridiculous for a building. But I'd like to start a dive about 1,000 feet above that and stay as close to the building as I could on the way down.
I think we would all like to see that.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
That might be the best answer so far for a bucket list place to fly. I like it. We're gonna have to see if anyone tops it. Like, I've heard a couple
I'm
good
sure
ones, but
I mean, Iceland is also on the list. Northern Scotland is on my list. Eastern England, the cliffs, the Dover Cliffs would be on my list as well. Anywhere in the Caribbean. Caribbean's super awesome.
so there's a reason they call you nomad. You kind of like to roam around.
Let's
And...
see here.
Yeah.
all right. I'm
And
getting
that's-
that. I'm
yeah.
getting that vibe
Yeah,
now
that's kind of
somehow.
That's kind of our shtick, right? When we're on our summer adventure, we don't
The first one,
stop for very long in one place.
I came back with
You know, we'll stop, see something, photograph it, fly it, and then move on, right? And previously, at most, we'd spend one night in the location, then we'd pick up and move on. So the whole trip, we'd have something like 21 campsites. So we get really good at pitching and striking camp to do it really quickly.
Now, do you try to like pick a different place each time? Is that strict, or do you just go with the flow?
We don't really plan all that much. We have some like high profile locations that we want to hit, and sometimes we have time frames, like when we have to get a pass or something like that. We've got a limited window to get a pass to a national park. So, you know, we'll try to structure our trip around that. My wife loves the national parks. I obviously don't, only because you can't fly in a national park, but they are super beautiful, and I would recommend if anybody gets out traveling, all the national parks out west are absolutely astounding. There's tons of free camping. That's another thing. We always camp on like dispersed camping, government land, Bureau of Land Management, so it's always free. We don't have to pay to camp. It ends up saving us money.
How don't you have
who
to pay
saves
to
money on a
camp?
vacation? What's that?
How does that work, that you don't pay to camp?
Well, because it's public land. We already own it. The public itself owns that land, so it's free to use for those purposes. They have some limits, like most of them have like a 14-night stay limit, but for the most part, you know, you don't have to pay, you don't have to register or anything
And
like
that's
that. You
within
just
the
have
park?
to respect the land. Some national parks have places like that. Usually, just outside of national parks, there's tons of like boondocking areas and such where you know you can camp in real close to the park entrance.
Huh. I guess that's just a new concept to me. I didn't really know of that, but
Yeah, it's kind of
interesting.
sad too, because there's a whole bunch of amazing places, amazing land out there that's literally free for us to use that we don't take advantage of.
I mean, it makes sense, like you said, that's our land, we own it. But I'm like, well, damn, that's a loophole that I ain't never heard of, and I guarantee a few others haven't either.
Yeah, it's really quite
It's like when I go to
economical
the state park, I gotta fucking pay to camp there overnight. You know what I mean? They kick your ass out. at
Yeah, I
dusk.
mean, state parks are completely different. I mean, it's the federal
Oh.
land that makes the difference, right? Bureau of Land
Okay.
Management specifically is what you're looking.
Interesting. I like that. I'm like, I'm gonna write that down.
Allow free dispersed camping.
But yeah,
You know what I
there's-
mean? So.
I am writing it down on my notepad here. Oh, I'm gonna give some more twans out in the chat. I gotta say hello, Ryan. Get some twans, and then Flexo I saw slip in there,
Yeah,
so I had to
Flexo.
twan him out. And I also had to call you out because Tobias says, "God damn, Nomad is bougie for wanting to go to Dubai."
I mean,
Hey, that's
I
a
don't
great
put anything
answer.
like that behind us. Why don't you hit that 2023 cinematic reel?
Point me.
Left side.
This one.
Up.
What the
Right there.
Showcase of excellence?
Yep.
Perfect, because I was gonna tell you, pick us one for our final video of yours while we hit you with the last few 20 questions. Last few, I don't know what the hell I'm saying.
You can ask as many questions as you want. That's why we're here.
That's it. I just like to get out some of the fights, you know? Let's see. What else did I ask? Oh my god, boys! How could I not ask one of the most important questions ever? It's because I was on time.
Props in or props out?
We need to... No, that comes later. Psh, psh. We
Okay.
need to know Team Pierogi or Team Empanada.
Both.
Oh, he's hailing both boys. I'll allow it.
Food is yummy.
Somebody
look
else
at me.
was on the fence, too. Their wife was Polish.
Not
Is
so
that
much
you?
I have a not so much I'm on the fence. It's just so that right there, that flat desert, that was Albert Desert. There'll be another shot of it.
Okay.
There's Lake Michigan. It's Warren Dunes. Lake Michigan does look like the ocean, but with broken physics. It's really strange.
What, like not so many waves, or?
Yeah, because like it's as vast as like if you go to the coast, east or west coast, it's as vast as the ocean looks. You can't see the other side. You can't see the edges of it. But there's something off about the way the water moves, and that's simply because it's not as large of a body of water. But it looks exactly the same just by standing there. But if you just elevate it just a couple hundred feet, you'd be able to see the other side.
Oh, I've never seen like plateaus either with the flat top.
That is Montana, I think. There's Oregon. That was Wyoming, I think. That's over 10,000 feet.
Do you hit like the
above sea
west
level.
coast and come back, or like?
Yeah, we go all over the place. Last couple of years, we've gone the 2 years ago, we went all the way out to the coast, spent a lot of time on the coast. And then last year, we didn't quite go out to the coast, but we hit a few of the same spots and just took different routes. Just exploring. We like to leave our plans, loose and not try to adhere to a rigid schedule or a rigid path so that we can kind of go wherever the road takes us. Flying through forests is one of my favorite things ever.
Really?
I love flying through trees. Yeah, for whatever reason, I'm good at it. So this was done with the Avata with head tracking, which is why it looks like I'm looking around. Next
Dude,
shot
I
is
like the
Albert
Creek
Desert.
Shack. I was all about it. I'm like, oh my god, what is this little thing over here? Avata. You
That's
know
the
what?
Albert
For
Desert.
such a while, I was calling it the Avatar, like an ass, and no one corrected me. All that time. I was like, god damn it, like Avatar. But then somebody's like, the Avata. I was like, the what? The what did you just say? Nobody fact checked me yet.
That's awesome. The Avatar. I'm gonna call it the Avatar now.
Oh my god. Like, I sincerely.
That's awesome. Avatar.
Avatar. Avatar. like a samurai.
So there's the Oregon coast. Love going to the Oregon beaches are amazing because all the beaches there are public, which is not typical for the western states.
Oh, okay. Obviously, Oregon would have beaches there. Now that I look at the map.
Yeah,
I
time to
don't
brush
know, I
up on
guess
your
I didn't
geography.
So they're all public beaches there? Every beach in Oregon?
Yes.
That is weird. Because even on the East Coast, like, you get sections of, like, public beach. Everything else is private.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, same on Lake Michigan. There's sections of public beach, but most of it is private. That's Maryland, so that's the Chesapeake Bay right there. That's my daughter's Mustang.
Oh, she's the little nomad, eh?
Yeah. I wouldn't call her little. She's quite big. She's tall.
She's still the little nomad, wherever the little nomad may roam.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm not the greatest freestyle pilot in the world, but I do practice those skills because they do lend themselves to being able to, take emergency evasive action if you're about to run into some shit or, I think they're helpful. Those are the Steens Mountains, just south of the Alvord Desert.
That's gorgeous. I really do like when
Emmett
people
Bar.
pop up for shots like that. And, oh,
Yeah, I don't just go to the peak of a mountain and dive it. I go above that and then fall into it.
I wasn't sure if you were going to do the turnaround that I like too, but you did the dive instead, so fair, because that's nice and satisfying. I do
Yeah, I
love when
usually
people
roll into
pop
it.
up and look around and give like the whole view of the area.
Well, the whole video, you would have seen the area from back at the road, which I didn't even come close to at the end of this.
But to be
In
fair,
fact,
that
little
looked
turn-
like more cinematic or long range in that shot, like that mountain spot. And like
Yeah.
when I like it when people the most, like let's say they're ripping up a bando, and so they're kind of like lower because they're going proxy through everything. Then all of a sudden they'll come up and show where they are, and it's a whole new perspective. So you're like, oh shit, now you're out of the building. Now I see it all. Like,
Yeah.
and I don't know why that gets so exciting for me, but I like it. And that had that same effect there for, but then you dove. All right, rapid fire round before we start playing that shiz. Here we go.
Let's go.
Props in or props out?
For an X4, props out because it pushes obstacles out of your way instead of drawing obstacles towards your camera. Less chance of getting stuck.
Thumber or pincher?
Pincher, definitely. My thumbs are stupid.
The explanations got me. All right. Do you run a buzzer or no buzzer?
Buzzer.
Oh. And let's see. Have you heard of the Rippies?
I have heard of the Rippies.
I've heard.
The word on the street. Yeah.
The word on the street. What category would you enter this year?
Cinematic.
Oh,
That's kind of what I do, right?
it's kind of what I do. He be coming for you, boy. Watch out. That's all I got for you on 20 questions. You did awesome. I feel like we fucking dove deep into you, dude. Like, make sure you check out the Cult of Color, right?
Yep.
And what day do you live stream on the same day? Forgive me for not having this
Wednesdays
info
at 6
prepped
p.m.
and ready.
Eastern. It's okay. I mean, you did have your questions written down, so I'm impressed by that. Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern. And we go for about an hour to whenever we finish. So it depends on what kind of material we're covering. I can get pretty knee deep in the weeds, and we'll spend 2.5 hours on one subject, which is fine. I'm just out there to help people.
Anything else you want to let us know that if I forgot that you want to mention? It's all eyes on you now.
Yeah, if anybody wants to contribute some black box logs, head over to neuralflight.ai. I'm building an AI model to tune drones automatically. Some of you guys know more about it than others. Some of the things I've been working on lately. But I could use, if you have a good flying drone, I would appreciate some black box logs to help train my models. So neuralflight.ai.
And you're building that yourself? So what are you doing?
Yep.
Getting all this info and like compiling it together so then you could go from there?
Yeah, so basically I'm going to teach the AI what a properly tuned drone looks like. So, from a vibration, a gyro, accelerometer standpoint. And then the ultimate goal will be, I think at first it's going to start as an additional module that gets put on a drone that has the model running on it and will connect to the flight controller and monitor those things in real time. That will be able to look at those things and know what changes need to happen to filters and PIDs and such to make the quad fly better. And it'll be in a constant state of retuning as you're flying. So, a lot of tunes, like if you get to that 95, 99% perfect tune, it's going to be with like flawless props, and then if you scuff a prop, your tune goes to shit and you start, you know, having oscillations all over the place. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to democratize getting that sweet tune, not just the 80% you get from a preset, but getting it super locked into that I think a lot of pilots aren't even aware of. But kind of making that for everybody.
It sounds okay to me. Sounds very complicated, but very cool and awesome. Like it does like make sense, but I can't say I could fully wrap around it only because I don't even know how to tune a quad. So, but
Fair
that
enough.
would be
I mean,
perfect for somebody like me. You see that? But like the on the go tune,
Yeah, well,
I think we did watch this last week. But you know what? Here you go, Sunrider. I remember this because I remember the piles of rocks and all. But we are gonna kick off Play My Shiz with Sunrider, and I forget what it's called already, boys. Exploring the dunes. There we go.
I think the term dunes being used a little loosely here. They look like piles of chat or rocks.
They're rock dunes. Don't you know that's the dunes we get over on the East Coast? Sunrider, where are you from, boy? Yeah, I remember this video. So I'm like, he's like chasing everything. He's got birds here. He had ducks in the beginning. And it was almost hard to tell it is the same spot because he's got his rock dunes, but then there's like a little swampy pond like over to the side.
Right.
And that's where the duck, geese, goose, I'm not sure are. Again, LOL, that's what I said. I was like, oh, we played this last week, but that's my mistake. So, do you have another one in this week? I think.
Me or Sunrider?
Oh, Sunrider. I was asking. I'm like, we played your videos. No.
Yeah, I deliberately didn't
videos,
put
right?
anything in the Play My Shiz because I figured you were gonna go ham on my videos, which is good enough for me.
Ah, okay. Yeah, fair enough. Cause you're right. Hey, Fly High came back for some more Twans. He got the first Twans in the chat and he came back for some more.
So Flexo 3D logs will help. Yes, please. Thank you.
Another Dune edit with the car chase. Alright, maybe we'll cut him short then, since we got some more Dune action coming.
Some hot and heavy Dune action.
Oh, that hot. I can't even say that. I like it though. It's like, hey, speaking of Rob Groove, I don't remember watching this one last week for sure. Because let's see, 5, 4, 12, 12 p.m. Okay. That's why I went by the times thinking maybe I didn't see that one.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah, see, I did not watch Rob Groove. Ooh, this is looking very solemn.
It's looks like a film set.
Corfu Greek Easter
Camera.
Parade Unique Perspective. This is an Easter
Okay.
parade? I hate to look surprised. Rob Groove, I'm sorry. I got funeral vibes, like funeral procession for somebody huge. I'm like, what is this? Just because it's a little solemn there? And the way they're very slowly walking. This is an Easter parade, man?
I don't know that they do Easter the same way in Greece that we do here in the States. So
I'm going to say
Um,
there is a big, yeah. That is really cool though, because I like seeing, all kind of perspectives of things. Easter was not the vibe I got out of the beginning. So.
yeah. I almost felt like a Cajun funeral, like New Orleans.
Get your twans. Your solemn twans. No.
Call them twans. Twan, 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 twan,
Stop.
twan, 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 twan.
Dr. Frantic is going to give us a quick workout with something here. I'll tell you when I could read it again. Volterra, low flow. Volterra. Avatar.
Yeah, Avatar.
Avatar. I sincerely was saying that shit. No one stopped me.
Well, it's also hard to like. How do you tell somebody you're pronouncing Avada incorrectly via chat?
Oh, they find ways to make fun of me and tell me. Run the fact check. I don't mind a good fact check, you know?
I know, I did that a couple weeks ago to you. When I measured exactly how late you were, which was within 10 minutes, if I recall. So, but now you've raised the bar.
Oh, you can't hold me to
victim of your own success, girl.
I cannot be held to such standards, boys. As a matter of fact, next week I'm going to be so late, it's going to be like a week late. No. For real, I am skipping out next week. I'm going to take a week off. And then look at this mother fluffer enter the chat as I say it. Because my next guest will be Lambo driving those mother fluffing Zambos.
Nice.
So that'll be in 2 weeks.
What up, Lambo?
So hello, Lambo. Get your arms. Oh, I just remembered I have junk food in my basement. I got myself snacks
That's a phrase.
at the grocery store.
That's a phrase I didn't think I was gonna hear tonight. Sounds like a euphemism for something. I got junk food in my basement. You can't take me anywhere.
Aw,
Fortunately, my
MF
wife and I have
where
exactly
are you
the
at,
same.
mother fluffer? I didn't even see you join the chat. Get your twans, and thank you for that tip, mother fluffer, MFR. But he's the, like, official mother fluffer FPV. What is that scary looking thing? Yee. Thank you, get you. Oh! You can get a golden twan! For the tip, I like that. I'm gonna have to create something on there. The golden twan
Just
is
have
new.
another Twan sound effect, but paint it gold.
I gotta fix my shit again. Let's see. F1. I can't get my twans to work on my soundboard again, which is probably as simple as me going back and like putting it in there, but was it shift? Yeah, no. I have official twans. When you hit it, it goes off. They haven't been working. I got some shit to do behind the scenes here. Oh, we got Creeper. Oh, Creeper doesn't get these twans. He gets the official. These ones are the twin twans. Because he has the actual other one that matches this that came in the set that Sean threw out. So, Creeper, thanks for dropping it. We've got a day being human at the quad with the crew. How do you human, bro? Let's see.
Bam, it beep. We have red flashing. That means it's recording.
Oh no, it's not that.
Mellow music.
Ops parks are fun. Don't have a whole lot around these parts. There's a medical park that I like to go to. It's very target rich. A lot of stuff I could run into. It's got a lot of like light posts and shit, just random places.
Target rich. I like that description. You've got some like good terms. I'm liking these.
I mean, keep talking to me. Veritable thesaurus of euphemisms and analogies.
We're gonna make the Nomad Aerial Dictionary. He's gonna
Just
have
wait till I get
several
real
guidebooks.
comfortable with you.
Oh, dude, you could just start your own encyclopedia. You're gonna have your coloring.
All the slang.
I'm driving to find the Aurora. Are you really, Lambo? Dude, did you just send out a twan?
I did.
Am I so shoddy at this that I can't get my twans to work? And he's like, hold on. Doodle-doo. That's my twana. I love it. Let the good twans roll, boys. Even these boys get shitty clouds there. Look at those natural looking clouds in one giant like sheet cover.
Yeah, Lambo, 9 kp index, which is just insane. Yeah, if you're relying on GPS for return to home, I wouldn't for the next couple of days. Probably not going to work right. Like, this weekend's not a good time to go long range if you're in the Northern Hemisphere.
No?
No, there's a stellar storm happening. We're getting hit with a couple of coronal mass ejections, which is just charged particles being ejected from the sun's surface and smashing into the earth. And it causes an electrical charge in the upper atmosphere, which can interfere with GPS and sometimes the electrical grid. We're in a particularly strong one right now, which probably the strongest that I can recall. So who knows? You might have a chance to see the aurora where you are.
I was
if
say,
you go
are
out,
you
like,
able to see
between-
anything at your house?
It's the prime time is 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. tonight. So basically, when we're done here, I'm gonna walk outside and see if I can see anything.
Oh, I'm gonna check it out. I doubt I could see it here. I think I'm out of that range in Pennsylvania, but
No, you're well within it.
really?
Yeah, usually the continental U.S. doesn't get to see aurora, but they're predicting visible aurora all the way down as far south as Alabama, which is pretty, but also not a good thing. Because that much energy hitting the atmosphere can cause a lot of problems.
I don't remember in my lifetime hearing about like one so strong or that I'd be able to see the lights here, let's say.
Yeah, I don't recall hearing about it either. I don't know. MFR says FPV Aurora rip, and I'm down for that.
What? Fly high people in Alabama can see that shiz? But in the darker areas, got to be away in the country, away from the light. That's kind of crazy. Dude, if you could see it in Alabama, I am getting my ass outside tonight.
So one of the things you can try if you can't see it with the naked eye because of light pollution, use your phone in like night mode and take a picture of the sky, and your phone will be able to see the aurora if it's there.
I'm definitely gonna look, because why not? Like, Dr. Frantic coming in with a 2 Foot Tuesday and a title that I am not going to be able to read.
No, not even a little bit.
Not even going to attempt that one. Sometimes I do for fun, but this video's short, so by the time I waste trying to get the
Our friendly petroleum gentleman is going to name his trans hamster Aurora.
Oh shit. And I saw Nappy said you stole the Twans. He didn't steal the Twans. He took over the Twans for the night, maybe. But the Twans must be shared with the world, so it's quite alright. It is kind of, I don't know. Makes me wonder, like, why you'd be able to see them, but it's kind of crazy. I want to go check it out. So yeah, and MFR, I think I saw you say about flying. Get your ass out there. Did you fly the eclipse? There you go. In 1 year, you could fly a solar eclipse. You could fly the fucking northern lights when you probably shouldn't even be able to see them at all, but you know.
Yeah. No, I did not fly the eclipse. I did see a lot of people who did. Yeah, I can't remember. I was gonna, but I couldn't get my shit ready in time. I think that's what it was.
That's a fair answer, though. Cheese Burger Racing. Love the name. Some names are just fun, and I feel like dude nailed it. Like, it's simple. That's all you need. Cheeseburger Racing. Fun to say. Ooh.
That's not how you do. Wow.
But you know what? That was fun. Call it what you will. I liked that opener. I'm going
Yeah.
back. Milk Run Wall Tap Challenge.
Oh, okay. They're doing it on purpose.
All right.
That GoPro survived. That was awesome.
Odd concept. So, like, Alright, I guess, I mean, that's self-explanatory. Fucking tap the wall and try to make it out of there, huh?
I suppose so.
I didn't know this was a thing. Did anybody else know that this is a thing?
You know, it's almost like Rule 34. Have you ever heard of Rule 34?
No.
Okay, so Rule 34 states that if something exists, there's probably pornography of it someplace. The same thing could be said for racing. If it exists, there's probably somebody who made it a racing contest out of it. So wall taps, I mean, they race semi-trucks on tracks, and they do all kinds of weird shit.
This is a first for me, though. And I like first, though, so he gets credit right here for something I've never seen before. Like, alright.
There you go.
He should be wall tapping his drone right off the car next to him.
That'd be tight. It'd be tough, though.
My dumb ass. I'm like, did he lose a door? No, it's just goddamn open. And see, some of them don't even get it. It's like...
Well, I mean, it takes a high level of precision in a drift to just tap the wall and not tank slap the wall. There's a fine line between a little bit of cosmetic damage and a whole bunch of mechanical damage. I don't know. I mean, my car's paid off, but I'm still not going to try to slap balls with it.
Nah, that's something I haven't been to yet. Or a demolition derby. That's on my bucket list. I gotta get to one of them at some point just to see people wreck the shit out of their cars for fun.
There you go. You know, West Michigan has something called 24 Hours of Lemons, which is a play on the 24-hour Le Mans, the French 24-hour race. I think it's just like 24-hour demolition derby of garbage cars. I'm not sure, but I kept seeing ads for it on like Instagram or something like that.
That's
I don't know. People race anything. People race lawnmowers. Humans will turn anything into a game.
Yeah. Did you ever see them launch cars off the cliff in Alaska?
Yeah.
That's fun. I liked watching the videos of that. Oh, we got Rooney back in. He's shaving the treetops. Juicy something something. Oh, shaving juicy treetops and Spang art.
So, is it S-Bang or Spang?
Spang. Spang, spang.
Okay.
I say Spang because I hold to Farouk. Farouk is Mr. French dude. One of the original Spang gang, who I say is the originators. There was him, Marius, and a couple other French guys. And they basically had open fields to fly in. So how do you make an open field interesting? You flip and trick the fuck out of that, you know? But Farouk said he
chase a burning car.
Yeah. When Sean asked him, he's like, well, what is Spang? And he said, well, I do an inverted, so I Spang. I do another inverted, therefore I Spang Spang. And that was literally the explanation. And I think he's got it back in a video somewhere too. Like, he did a Spang Gang video, he called it. And he played that audio in there. So to me, that is like the origins of Spang. Because before that, there wasn't anyone doing it. It was Farouk and those boys, you know? And then from there, it grew a bit, you know? Hit a little bit of a stall, I feel like. But you still got some boys out there.
Yeah, I think this is where, you know, what I get out of FPV sort of departs from the general community. Like, I love practicing freestyle. I'm not good at it, you know, so I don't pretend to be anything that I'm not as far as freestyle is concerned. But that subculture of these like Juicy Style and Spang and maybe I'm old. I don't know. I don't get it.
Well, I feel like it's reason
Which
to
is
get
fine.
into it too, you know? Like everyone has their own style and their own like way to do it. And like I said, these guys in Europe, they don't have bandos, they don't have places they were allowed to fly. So I think the open field is what fueled them doing crazy
Gotcha.
tricks like that, you know? Because
look at that one in the middle.
oh, this or this?
I with no nose.
Oh. Oh no, I watch weird shit. What do I?
Yeah, your algorithm is showing clear through right now.
So be it. I never said I wasn't great. No. We got off axis coming with 3D mode practice. Let's go. And see, I think some of the guys with like more like photography backgrounds and stuff go for like cinematic stuff or like landscapey or mountains or long range stuff like that, you know? Guys who come, this is all my opinions, of course, guys who come from different backgrounds like BMX or motocross or skateboarding, they seem to like the proxy and the flippy tricky and like that kind of stuff is my, you know, what I've noticed.
Yeah, I mean, I think going back to something you said earlier, everybody has their own style. I mean, I have my own style. Like, I really like flying fast. So I build all of my quads to fly fast and cover lots of ground. You know, my X8 is illegal because it flies so fast. My 5-inch is heavy, so it cruises fast. And I love going, you know, super low and super close to things. You know, I consider myself a very precise pilot, but I don't necessarily freestyle that way. I do still have an aversion to risk, so I don't necessarily advance my skills as quickly as I could if I were willing to take greater risks. But it is a business that I have here, so I'm not trying to destroy my shit.
Okay.
3D is something that amazes me, breaks my brain a lot. I've tried it in simulator.
Whoa, what? There's something that could break your fucking brain, fluffing brain, dude? I didn't think that's possible.
3D,
you
man.
are like on the fucking money about everything.
I know a lot about a lot of things. Flying 3D, my brain I just can't wrap my head around it. So, you know, hats off to the hardcore 3D flyers, Flexo, Zoe, Kit, FPV, just some notables off the top of my head. And then I know 3D is becoming kind of like the next big thing everyone's starting to try and get into, which is cool. Hence, we see Off Axis doing some 3D stuff here.
I mean, I do get what you're saying about wrapping your brain around it, because, like, for me, like, I'm in beginning stages of flying, so, like, to get those concepts down and that muscle memory and just being able to go, and then adding in this next level of difficulty, it's like, I don't know. Credit to these guys.
Yeah. And also, like, you know, my end goals there's no real place for 3D with my end goals, right? I mean, there might be something to be said, some more advanced 3D movements that could be considered cinematic that I just don't know about. But the way I fly fast, low, you know, doing it upside down is not going to make my shot any better. No, I have done 3D in a sim, and, you know, I think I almost burned my house down. It's so bad. So, yeah.
Wait, revert back to how did you almost burn your house down?
Awesome.
Oh, Fly High said try 3D in a sim, referring to me. And I have tried it in a sim, and it was so bad that my house almost burned down. So
Looks like I feel like I've got that set up. Let's go.
yeah, you got this look of this combined look of confusion and horror on your face, like you're trying to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit while watching your own house burn down.
It could be. I was like, is he serious? Like,
No, not serious.
yeah, my
it was
brain
bad.
like stalled there, so I can't even predict.
I probably took the joke a little bit far. It didn't make a whole lot of sense.
Well, your
so
level of
that's not on you,
seriousness,
that's on
I
me.
just couldn't gauge it. That's all it was.
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
very
like, oh,
deadpan.
God damn, he delivered
Very
it
much
too well.
deadpan.
It was delivered with such like accuracy.
Thank you. Yeah, I do a lot of deadpan comedy. Yeah, what Flexo was saying, dang good for his first attempts at 3D. I would agree with that. I certainly could do that well. So,
Okay. Flip it over. Yeah.
This
I'm gonna pick it up and flip it.
video just
Okay.
upside down now.
Oh.
Okay.
So I was like, where you
Oh,
at,
it's
Marcel?
Conrad.
I'm like, you ain't Marcel? No. Is that Falconrad? Is that what you said?
Yep. Yep, that's fucking rad.
Your GoPro looks fine, but your mount.
Yeah, they are the dynamic Canadian duo for long range stuff.
The dynamic
I was
duo
there.
of mountain men.
No wonder I couldn't get a fucking good grip. Dang it.
Marcel is the mountain man, because he's always like flying long range up those beautiful mountains like they have up there.
Well, Falconrad, that's his thing. Like he
I
builds
agree.
long range quads. He knows the science of it, and very knowledgeable and skilled pilot. Had
Marcel has
the
even said
fortunate
he's been
opportunity of,
inspired by him, yeah.
yeah. I mean, they support each other and they fly together a lot. I had the privilege of grading some of Falconrad's footage a while ago, which was just so much fun. Did some sound design for it as well.
I say that would probably be nice because he really does go way into places that you. And if you like cinematic, you'd probably love that too because he really does get such gorgeous shots and places you're not walking, you're not hiking, you're not.
Yeah, he's going pretty slow, so adding sound design helped me tell a story with it. He followed a little stream or river up the hill, so there's different areas where I felt like the river was making different sounds, and you know it was heavily layered, which helped kind of tell the story. You know, it was a 10-minute long flight, and that was only half the flight because I didn't get the second file from him. But it's a really cool video. I still enjoy going back and watching it. That also is on my YouTube channel somewhere. Somewhere. And if you go back real far on my YouTube channel, you'll find the video I did where a Russian cosmonaut farted on the International Space Station during a live stream, and it stunk, and everybody smelled it and giggled. But for some reason, the rest of the world didn't catch it, but I did.
You're so in tune that you smelt the fart of the Russians and no, I'm kidding.
No, I was able to interpret their body language and be like, that guy just shit his pants.
I know that's what you meant. I just couldn't. That's funny as fuck.
I almost armed on Bartman dude the other night. Psst, don't tell him. Pancaked his R-line success. Nice.
Yep, secret's definitely safe here, bro.
Yeah. Live streams are good places to divulge secrets.
It is. Hey, C's back. You got a video in this week, C? I'm excited to see him out there. He's been in the sim for a while, and he's been getting out there. He's got some, I think a handful of videos now. A couple to a handful out there.
I broke an arm. No.
Here you go, Kiz, for your joke.
Oh. Oh, he hit you with the crickets, Kiz. I was going to give you some, like, dad joke credit. It was a Putin space. Oh, look at the seriousness. Like, no bad went, like, stone cold. Like, I will not smirk
I was
bad
reading,
joke.
so I was like, I get the resting bitch face when I'm reading.
Oh.
Sorry,
It
I was
was
not
a
actually
little
trying
bit
to be
of a
serious.
resting bit race, if you ask me. But
Yeah,
you're not.
well, you know.
Welcome back to Gap
Oh,
Hunters.
shit.
We found
Wait,
an
was that you with the haha? God damn it!
Yeah.
We got an abandoned country club with Sunrider. Here we go. Here's his newer one. 5 days ago. Okay, but this is this week, right? We didn't watch this last week, no. Last week was 7 days ago, not 5, so okay. Sunrider, I feel like I grilled you on where you're from, but I don't remember. There are, at least there's no signs posted here. It's a good place to... I like it. Bandos are my favorite. I can't pretend. I like them.
The only quote-unquote bando I've ever flown was Pitcher, Oklahoma, which is a highly toxic abandoned town. Probably shouldn't have been hanging around there.
All right, that's why this looked a little familiar. Okay. Certified veterans. Well, yeah, Big Oily Guy had me watch this because he called Sunrider card. Ah! Let me try this again. He called himself the Gap Hunters. Is that what it was? And I was like, I love that. Fucking Gap Hunters.
Again, sounds like a euphemism.
But
All right, I got you. I got you.
Oh, he's got... Oh, sweet. Swoop through the little hallway there.
That's cool.
This spot is cool though. It needs some more holes in the roof, access inside, and a little more graffiti. It looks like it's on its way there. It's just not quite, you know? Bando, Boogeyman, and the Gap Hunters. I like it. Gap Hunters is really great.
Who's this again?
Sunrider.
Okay.
I'm liking his style. He's been coming around a few weeks now. I appreciate him dropping videos, showing us some good bandos, and his humor too, like, you know? Shows you a little bit of adventure in it. There was he found that gap. He's been flying a lot more when weather permits. Awesome. Ah, technique, mother fluffer. When did you slip in? You slipped in without your twans. You should have fact checked me. Oh, it's the Twan takeover by Nomad Ariel.
I'm just making up for when Marcel didn't give me the Twan that I asked for when he was on the show.
He did try to
that?
deny you of Twans. You're correct. Like, we do not deny the Twans here. You must have did something really mother fluff if you've been denied the Twans on this show. Picture's an interesting place. It's not the kind of place you want to really hang out though. The meth heads don't get you. The carcinogens will. Is that where this is? Picture? Dirty drums. This kind of reminds. I don't know, me and Oily went to some crazy school thing that looks like that around the back. Or I don't know, what the hell? Was it a school? I don't know if we determined what it was. Home for kids.
Sorry, I froze for a moment.
Oh, everything or you?
It was me, not you.
Okay.
Your stream was good. It was Discord being Discord.
My bad.
I love some dirty drum and bass, my guy. Drum and bass so nasty that if your mom walked in, you'd change it over to porn because that's easier to explain.
Oh! Because that's easier to explain. Oh my god. Ooh, you got some nice moss working on this roof. If they let it go a few more years, we might get some gaps over there. Be a good spot for them too with the swoop.
The swoop.
Well, that's set up for a loop and swoop. Most people just call them power loops.
This is the international sign for swoop.
Yes, loop and swoop.
What about a ploop? That's
Ooh,
short for power
ploop.
loop, right?
Ploop sounds like when you land in a puddle. I could see a ploop into a puddle, you know, like ploop. The sound effect.
Where you miss the power loop and you shit yourself. That's a ploop.
No comment. Power looped so
I
hard
warned
you
you.
dropped one in your pants.
I warned
This
you.
is awesome.
I might sound like a professional, but I'm a child.
Oh, my. I think you boys all got things in common here now.
You like poop jokes.
Power swoop. Sunrider, you might speed it up with a hammer. I feel like you gotta unleash the meth heads and the crackheads in these buildings to speed up the decaying process. They seem to really, like... Fuck! I was borderline impressed at the last one. Like, I don't get out to them often, but it had, like, these patio roof areas, like, one on the bottom, then one up, and one, you know? So it's kind of secluded once you're up there. It's not really visible from, like, the streets. But the amount of wires that were out there was incredible. Like, they took all the wires and stripped them to get the copper out to scrap.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, they did it on each floor. And I assume it was to go sit out in the sun because when you walked out, it was so much warmer. It was so cold that day. But I'm like, fuck, how much time did they spend on this, like, to get that amount? And to top that off, I don't think I've ever seen a building where they broke the cinder blocks to rip the wire out. Like, you could see the ceilings were done, it would come down the wall, but in more than one spot, they actually busted the cinder block until they were able to yank out the whole, like, bundle of wires. I was like, that's commitment right there. My God.
Yep. A lot of money in bulk copper like that. I mean, it's not gold, but it's not worthless either.
I guess they had the time, like...
And you gotta feed a habit.
Yeah, like, the extent they went to was, like, definitely crazy, though. Oh! Buildings. Probably a couple 100 pounds, yeah. There were, like, a dozen buildings, and it was just so gutted. Even the doors, like, the handles and all, like, all of those pieces were yanked out. I was like, damn. Oh, go all the way to the end. Oh, okay, I'll take that. Are you gonna, like, slalomish it, but that way? Okay, I like that. That was good. I was gonna shit talk and say I like the straight through shots in those because it's, like, satisfying when things match or you get the as you're passing through, if that makes sense. Yes, that's the sound effect my mind makes as they pass through the beam.
I get it. I completely get it.
But the flips
I'm the same.
Were very nice too, so I ain't even complaining, dude. That was awesome. Sunrider down to Dingles. Hey, Packard Day 2. Was he there, the boys today? Oh, Jesus.
Ooh.
I can't be getting tired already.
Nice way to start a video.
Well, we might have to start it over. I missed it because it was slow on me here. Did he go to...
Dingles.
Yeah, I think he must have been out there that day with the boys. So we got Dangles in Detroit. Packard Day 2. Oh, alright, now I saw it. Oh, Oily says, wait till you see this shiz.
See, he's already crashed more in this one day than I probably have in my entire career flying drones.
What?
I don't crash very often because I don't take risks.
Oh, okay, okay. See, we got some bando bashers in here, you know? But different styles.
Yeah.
It all depends where you're coming from, you know?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I think my 5-inch could probably take it, but... Is that Pitcher, Oklahoma? No, that's Detroit, isn't it?
Yeah, this is Detroit, like, they're the Packard plant that they're, like,
Oh,
They've
okay.
been tearing it down, but it's so huge.
Yeah, that water tower there looked like the one that was in picture. I was like, what? We were just talking about that.
Ooh.
Oh, that's my jam right there. And confined juicy flick. I love it.
Oh. Threw a trippy in, like.
Yeah, Sunrider, I know that my skills would advance quicker if I crashed more often. And that's just on me. I'm not saying that I'm better than anybody else because I don't crash that often. I don't crash because I'm kind of a bitch. So let's just be honest about that. Yeah, I know that I would learn more through crashing than through trying to inch my way towards a new skill.
Dingles does Detroit. What was it? Debbie does Dallas? Is that what it used to be?
Yeah.
Dingles does Detroit, boys. Holy shiz.
Wedge and Big, what's up, dog?
Oh, Wedge and Big, thank you. Get your twans. Nomad?
Oh, shit. I'm slacking, aren't I? Hold on. Go scroll down.
He's taking over the twans for the night.
I came prepared.
Oh, calling me out. He came prepared. Very well done. Well done.
No. Not calling you out. I'm saying I came prepared to support you and the show.
Okay. Somebody else yells at me for saying they're calling me out when they're not. So okay. Oh, that was cool under there. Dingles does not disappoint. He's a new fucking.
He sends it.
Peter Piper picked a pack of fucking Packard plant. That's what he did. Oh, from the fucking moon.
Nice.
Dingles, well done. That was
a sick rip, dude.
Alright, he gets a holy mother fluff. And gets some twans. I don't even know. Oh, soem twans. He doesn't know what those are. So we'll get some twans. Couldn't even help myself. Ooh, Lola. What's Lola gonna show us here, Ruland? Let's see.
Like HD0 on there, right? So I've been curious. You had mentioned a little bit ago, I'm flipping the script on you here, that you're in the beginner stages of flying.
Yes.
Care to expound on that? Like, what is your experience thus far?
I've had about 5 to 6 chances to actually fly outside of my, outside. So I definitely need some more practice, but since I have such a big crew of kids, I don't get the chance to go out as much as I want to. And truth is, I kind of refuse to do it with my kids because I want to enjoy it. And I want to be able to focus. And when I can't focus on things, it's not as enjoyable, let's say. So I want to keep it in a way that I can enjoy it, so.
FPV does require focus, like trying to talk while flying is something I struggle with.
Yeah, that's not even the easiest for me, but so I've only gotten a handful. I have done sim a little bit. I do need more because sim is useful, even if it's just for the basic trying to gain control, because that's a hard concept, I was always used to video games and racing games. Forward is go. You gotta scrap all that and start over,
Yeah, there comes a point. I think I spent 20 hours in the sim before I ever flew in real life.
I'm not there
Again,
yet.
very risk averse. So, but there does come a point where it does become second nature, and it just becomes an extension of your body. And that's where it becomes really enjoyable, when you don't have to think about the inputs. You don't have to think about what you're doing with the sticks.
And I'm still not there yet. Like, I've got much better control than I did, like, let's say the first couple times I got in sim, obviously. So I'm getting the basics down, and I can hit some gates and do things. I still, like, feel like, I could be way better, you know? Like, but I don't know. So I do like
you got a great community around you, so
if I can't go proxy, there's like no point. Like, I don't feel like I need to do as many tricks, let's say, but I gotta be able to like hit gaps. If I can't do that, I'm not even interested. Like, I want to be able to go through bandos and be able to navigate at a minimum. Because I honestly think I'll probably end up more cinematic than like total crazy tricks in the end, you know. But there will be gaps.
Well, I mean, you know, racing and freestyle do lend themselves to being a really good, precise cinematic pilot as well. As like, I don't typically do freestyle. I can do some freestyle things, and I practice those skills because they make me a sharper pilot overall. So like, when I'm ripping down the beach at 100 miles an hour and a seagull decides it wants to jump up right in front of me, right? I know the movement I need to take to avoid colliding with said bird. Right, it's not just, I'm not just looking at the bird going, well, I guess that's my quad, you know? So it gives you a lot more confidence in less complex things that you have to do.
And yeah, I'm not there. Like, when I flew at the Rippies, like, I'm so glad I did, though, because that was a perfect time to fly. And I'm like, you know, I should. And I'm certainly not going to say no when somebody's like, oh, you going to fly? You know? Not going to be in the moment and be like, no, I'm not. But it was so funny because I really committed to the dive. He's like, hit that dive, because the wind was blowing me kind of that way. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. And then I fucking, as soon as I was like, whoop, and committed, I saw the roof. I picked the one part that there was a roof. I was, but I knew I wasn't good enough to correct myself. I knew I was done. So I kind of just was like, well, and let it crash. Because, like you said, you could pull away from the bird. You knew what to do. Like, my brain wasn't fast enough to react to that yet to know how to, like, get myself out of there. Like, you know?
You'll get there, and it doesn't have to be, you know, it can be as slow a process as you want it to be. And, I mean, honestly, we're all on the same journey. We're just at different places on the same journey. So you got a great community of people around here who is always willing to help you out and you know, fly with you too, probably, right? So
that's true. I agree. I got to get out there more too, and that's what it is. Like, I just haven't had. I don't have the stick time as some of it, but that's true. I had to pause this because Flexo is coming out mother fluffing strong. You boys are starting your videos off. A handful of them. They watch this shit. Bam! Out of the gate, he's just like. I don't even know what it's called.
My brain just blue screened.
Change of scenery. I'm like, yeah, it is Flexum. Let me make sure I spawned out appropriately. But yeah, I don't know. So that's really my problem, is I'm not out there as often because I do want to make sure I enjoy it. And as much as I love my crew and my kids, you know, when I'm with them, it ends up being about them. So like, when I get that focus, you know.
I think the most important thing is that you enjoy your time, right? It shouldn't become laborious or a chore. It shouldn't be something that you're like, oh. You know,
well, that's it. I don't
even in the
get
beginning stages, it should still be fun. Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely, like, if I can explore a bando with the drone, like, all through it, like, yes, that's my jam. I would love that. Like, you know.
Well, just wait till you find out what your brain does when you start flying in a confined space. All of a sudden, you can't control anything anymore because your brain's like,
these boys don't
cramped.
take any mercy. Like, they're not like you get an open field to start flying. They're like, you're at the bando. Let's hit you with a 6S and like. Then
take the Cinelifter up. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Then they scaled it back a little bit for me. The parkade was hard too because that gave you like the limits. And what the hell, that spot in Atlanta. My brain ain't working, the Atlanta. They call it the steel spot with the satellites.
Shit, I have no idea.
I don't know. It's got satellites. It's an office spot, but we were under the parkade in the back, and like with the ceiling, that like fucked me up because you got to keep yourself low so you don't hit it, you know? And then I did hit it.
Yep, obstacle fixation is a thing. That's something took a long time to learn when you're trying to hit a gap or something like that. Like you're trying to go between a couple of tree branches. You don't look at the tree branches as you're approaching. You want to look at the gap.
Yes,
because you're
right.
gonna fly
That's
where
tough.
you're looking.
That's a tough thing because sometimes your eyes want to draw to it and then you do hit it. It's like almost every time you do it.
If you're, and it's a mindset thing too, right? If you're thinking in your mind, don't hit the tree, don't hit the tree, don't hit the tree, you're gonna hit the tree. If you think clear the gap, clear the gap, clear the gap, you got a better chance to get through there.
Hit that.
Yeah, Flexo, this is a killer rip, dude.
Height was hard for me, or changing like elevation, if you will. That was a tough one at first, trying to figure out how to get that control. Like, so I'm better at that. Still not great. I could use more work in that area for sure, but Flexo, mother fluffing,
Flexo's
leveling up,
flexing.
and your speed lately, Flexo, I've noticed is definitely fucking twanned up since last.
So I gotta say, and maybe this is my influence, but this is the most uncensored F-bombs I've ever heard in a single stream from you.
I have to admit, I felt myself get out quite a few uncensored. Where's Itchy? He would already be tanked tonight.
Yeah, yeah. No, and that was something I was worried about because I'm a former Marine and I swear I use fuck like a comma. So
oh my God, I didn't even get to reply to you on that because you said about your mouth. You're like, oh, if that's going to be a problem or something. And I laughed to myself. I'm like, oh, dude, no. The fluff comes around because sometimes I like curse like a sailor. And I'm like, oh, man, I try to curve it a little bit so that it's not so bad on here, you know, church it up a little.
yeah. Well, the pre-conversation made me feel a little bit better, so.
Yeah. No, I don't know. The fluff it up, I attempt to be a little, you know. That's just because I've got my own
I'm too old to
sailor
censor
mouth.
myself anymore. I mean, the older you get, the less you care about what other people think about your language. I mean, at the end of the day, they're just sounds that come out of the hole in your face, and it's really the intent behind it that makes a difference. So, like, you know, I don't typically say "fuck you" to people like seriously.
Oh, that's true. There's a tone to fluff and
yeah, I don't put any hate behind it, you know, when I use those words. So it's more of a verbal punctuation for me, if you will.
So see, Sunrider's getting more flippy tricky over these dunes now. He's owning these rock dunes. He is changing the definition of dunes. Redefining
Like
the dunes.
Dirt boobies.
All right, they have been renamed Sunrider, so this is now the dirt spot.
Boobies. You can say boobies.
I can, but I won't. I don't repeat these things. I let you guys do that. Even some of the comments, I'll laugh my ass off, and I'm like, nah, that's on y'all to read the chat.
Well, see, my thing, and this happened a couple of weeks ago, is I could formulate my chat in such a way that you'll read it out loud before you understand what it says, so I can get you to say things.
Yeah, you rat bastard. Some of you boys do that. I've seen that too, and it's like too late, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
no.
You already said the thing.
Sunrider, that was a good chase of the car. Like, you kept on him pretty damn good. Like, you didn't lose sight of him. It's hard to, like, keep them in the shot, if you will. So, that was well done. But yeah, you guys get me sometimes in the comment. Like, yeah.
It's a challenge, you know?
I like the fact checks, too. I don't mind it, though. Sometimes it keeps me on my toes. I'm like, damn it, though. You're telling me change quality to 4K? How do I do that?
The little gear icon down there at the bottom right. And then where it says quality at the bottom, click that
Oh, yeah,
and
there-
change it up to 4K. So do it now, and it'll stick that way for additional videos.
Thank you, because you know, I thought about that one time and I looked and I was like, why do they look so crappy? They should look better than that. But I don't remember everything. I appreciate that, Sunrider. Like, I don't mind when people throw tips or tricks or, you know, fact checks out there or ways for me to fix something. Does that look better for you boys?
It does.
Oh, yeah. There we go. We want to bring you the best quality, the top quality here on FPTV. It just takes somebody to yell at me and tell me do it.
The top on-time quality.
Fuck, you're leveling up in all kinds of ways tonight, boys.
You can't slack now. You raised the bar too high.
Oh. Damn, he's holding me to it. He said standards have been set, and he is not.
I'm gonna be watching every week with the stopwatch.
Wait, what's the fact check? The largest? Oh, petroleum gentleman. The largest of the petroleum gentlemen says profanity is something he tries not to use himself. He is very disciplined. Oh, the largest of petroleum gentlemen. I gotta remember that. That was so ridiculous. I really didn't know who the hell you were.
Yeah, I tend to come up with different names for people, and based on either how other people in streams say their names. Like, Flyzone tends to call Tobias, and so that's stuck in my brain. So I always type it out like toe, like the off your foot, BEUS, Tobias.
See, and you said how would they tell me in chat if they said it wrong? Things like that. They'll literally tell me Tobias. You guys will find a way to clarify. Though.
Danzilla, do I look like I know what a JPEG is?
Danzilla, get your twons tonight. How are you?
Danzilla, the homeless Joshua Bardwell.
Oh, you nicked the ND filter. Did you hit him? I missed it. I could lie, but... Oh, it looks like you did it right before that. I see the dot.
Yeah. Man, whoever's driving the car is sending that shit. Jesus. Needs a turtle mode though, that's for sure.
Like the 90s ones that had the claws that came out of the tires to flip you back.
Oh my god. Those are so janky.
They were, but they looked so
the ones
cool
that could go in the water too. Remember that shit?
I only remember the commercial.
That might have been late 80s.
Oh, I feel like early 90s because I remember that in the 90s.
Yeah, they had that like the off-road, the morphing goofy ass tires in the 90s, but there was a different one that could go in the water.
Oh, see, the morphing tire one is what I remember, yeah.
Yeah.
It had like claws that came right out of it.
Yeah, this is so... The commercials are so stupid.
You thought it was going to do the most incredible things. Like, it would not only climb this sand dune, it would, like, dig to the bottom and burrow through. And...
Exactly, yeah.
Awesome shots in that Sunrider. I fucking missed them chipping your fucking thing. I can't lie. I tried to go back.
Yeah, Sunrider, I'm impressed you got the Hero 11 Mini to run for that long.
Are you in the Hero Mini 11 Haters Club?
It's not a good product.
It's a growing club? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, objectively, there's a lot wrong with it. So it's one, it's kind of pointless. It's only marginally lighter than a full-size GoPro, and two, it's got a bunch of problems with overheating and, you know, stopping recording in the middle of a video for no good reason. You know, it's not a satisfied community. So
Yeah, I just know 2 people who, with a passion, are in the like haters club for it now. They were very, very unsatisfied with
yeah,
lost
I
footy
think it was
and
good
damaged
initiative,
footy and-
poor execution on GoPro's part, and I'm glad they didn't have a 12 mini. The Hero 12 is a fantastic camera, and for my purposes, it's a tremendous leap forward. Even though for most people it's just an incremental upgrade over the 11, but there's some key features that I take advantage of as a colorist that are a huge step forward. So I love the camera. Where are my tractor riders at?
They listening to this song. Down, down, down. Oh, that's why he said where my tractor riders at. We got a country song on this one, that's why. You don't get as many country songs, which that's okay. But I ain't hating on you, video dude. I just gave up on country when I remember it was the summer that there was a song about the parking lot of Walmart, some love story I think, and she thinks my tractor's sexy. That's when they officially lost me.
Okay, well then. I guess I'm fortunate I can't hear the song, so.
Pajama pants and a robe.
Dan says country music is farm emo.
Oh, fuck my... Dude, what the fuck? It is just some sad sob story about how bad your life is and how you need a pity party, yeah. I'd say that could be country and emo, like...
My wife broke down and my dog left me, my truck died.
Woe is me.
I got a gun up my butt.
Yeah, I don't know. Emo, I don't know what happened. Like, I remember, like, punk and goth and stuff like that, but it's not the same anymore. I took my kids to a concert, and I never saw a weaker crowd of cowering kids in my life. I don't even know. Like, it was... They're, like, cowering on the floor. I'm like, what's going on? This is supposed to be fun. Like, you're in public. Why are you crying? Like, the show didn't even start yet. Like... I don't know. I grew up in a tougher generation, I think. I don't know.
It's just a different time.
I still go with toughen up, though. Life will kick you in the ass if you don't.
You're like 7 or 8 years younger than I am. What did I tell you last time? Stop acting like you're older than me, you absolute fetus.
Wait, are you yelling at me?
Yeah. You're like, oh, back in my day. Me over here all great. Really, tell me about back in your day, millennial.
He just fucking tried to put me in my place, boys. Don't be acting older than me. I had to sit my ass back down for just another yard rip with HD0. PG FPV.
Of course I kid, so
Chocolate.
I hope you know that.
What'd you say?
I said, of course I kid. I hope you know
Oh my
that.
God, I know. That was funny as fuck. I can't even
Okay.
hold it against you, but I have to read. What did his comment? I lost it. Hold on. Wedgenbig says, fun fact, if you play country music backwards, you get your wife and your kids back with the house. That's some of the funniest shit I ever saw.
But you get a demon possession at the same time.
Well, that's the wife when she comes back.
Oh,
Isn't it?
Okay.
Like, can't be a good situation if she left once from, I don't know, that would be what I'd gather.
Something karate teacher, probably. That's some tight spaces right there. That's awesome. That place looks like a fun area to rip.
Now this is where you should have that farm emo playing, it looks like, but he knows better. No, I'm kidding.
Ooh, nice. Have you ever seen Lumpy FPV?
It sounds familiar, but I don't want to say yes if I can't place it fully.
He does the most insane trick. So he happens to be a pretty good friend of mine, and he's recently become very popular in the FPV world. I think probably for like the second time or something like that. But his tricks are so like improbable, like they're almost like magic tricks, like flying backwards full speed through a super tiny gap that he can't see.
I like the sounds of that.
Yeah, and like I don't know how he does what he does, but he's got to have like the force or something on his side. He's crazy. It's full throttle, everything all the time, and somehow he pulls through. Either he's got an unlimited supply of quads, or he's just really lucky.
Knows how to fix them too. They just get back on the bench immediately, you know?
He did one. I think it was after he already broke out the window of his truck. He did a backwards barrel roll through the driver's side window of his truck out passenger side, blind, at full speed.
Well, dang.
He does miss sometimes because he's burned up a number of batteries, and like I said, he did put his quad through the back window of his truck. But yeah, he's insane. So every time I see somebody flying backwards like that, I'm like, wow. Just reminds me of Lumpy, and just he's on another planet.
I was running the fact check. I'm like, am I subscribed to Lumpy? I feel like I would be, but we're gonna find out in a minute. Ooh, Grim Blade with some backyard
Nice.
ribbon. Let's go.
I like that cover photo.
That was pretty sick though. I'm like, ooh, fancy intro there. That nice little.
Super fancy. I think he's out.
I am subscribed to Lumpy. I had a feeling, but I was like, no.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Holy fucking subs, Lumpy. I guess he is doing alright, huh?
Yeah, he's doing all
No,
right.
more props to him. I don't blame him. Holy shit. I knew the name was familiar, but I'm like, God damn it, I don't want to lie. I have to find out for sure. Ooh, Fabwise coming in with another wing. Nano. How do you say that? Nano Drake? Is that how you say it? Drake. We got
Oh yeah,
Fabwise.
looks like Nano Drac. Ooh, that's pretty. It's a really nice subtle grade on that. Looks good.
Ooh, Fabwise. Getting the color compliment.
looks like he's at right around, I want to say maybe 2,000 feet above sea level based on the amount of UV light in the distance. You see
Stop
how
it.
the
Is that a
distance
serious
is...
comment?
Yes. If you look out at the horizon, you see how it turns blue a little bit?
Like high, low, what do you mean? Or...
So like if you look at the mountains that are far away, you notice how they have a blue cast on them? They're slightly blue.
Oh, okay.
So that's the higher altitude you are, the more UV light gets through the atmosphere and causes a blue shift in the atmosphere. So you get a bluer shift when you look long distance the higher up you are. So like if you go to like we go to like the Rockies or something, there's a tremendous blue shift in the mountains because you're up high. So the higher up you are, the more blue shift along the horizon there is.
Well, I'm going to say naming you the color expert was on fluff and point. Like, holy shit.
Well, I gotta be able to account for all the situations, right?
Ooh, I like that though. Like, fluff, like, I can't even say mind blown. Like, I have learned so many, like, new little things tonight. Like, little, like, facts here and there. Like, I appreciate the shit out of that. Oh my god.
Of course.
But when you first started describing that and like about what time, I'm like, my god, this sounds like one of those Reddit threads where they're like, find somebody location based off of like things like that. You're like...
No, I mean, that can help if I try to find somebody, but
But just the way your brain broke that down, I could appreciate. I was like, damn, that's like a whole level of like, you know?
Yeah, you see it enough, you start to kind of get an idea of how far above sea level somebody is based on how much UV is in the horizon. Most people don't run UV filters on their GoPros.
Yeah, and that's not even something I would have considered again.
Wait till you learn about polarized light.
Please, you don't even know what happened to my brain when they told me rainbows are completely round.
Yep.
That they're a full circle.
Yep.
It took me all night to fucking believe that. I'm like, no! Like...
No, there's a pot of gold at the end. Stop lying to me.
I want my goddamn pot of gold. Don't you do this to me. But then once it was explained, it made sense. I'm like, no, because you need a prism, you need this, that to create the rainbow, you know? And I was like, oh, okay. Once they went through the fucking...
Yep. Here's another thing that'll bake your noodle about rainbows. That no two people see the exact same rainbow. Because the rainbow, the visibility of a rainbow is derived from your perspective relative to the light source. So where the rainbow is slightly different for each person who's observing it.
Well, my rainbow's cooler than yours anyway, so...
Okay, fair enough. I mean, fair enough.
Like, goddamn, how many things my mind is gonna be like... I should calm myself down, level up, boys. Ooh, somebody was too focused on the bike, boys. We got an FPV crash compilation. Buckle
I saw a burning
for
battery in one of those.
chaos, he says. Captain Colin, get some twans for dropping your video tonight. And I like that you're not afraid to throw those crashes. Show those crashes. That stairwell's so cool.
Oh, game
Oh,
needs improvement.
that was funny as fluff, okay.
Air-to-air collisions.
fly, and I. Hello, hello.
Oh my god. Fail safe right by the highway.
Ooh, okay, that was a cool shot of it coming through there, though, at you.
Oh, bubbles.
Oh no, you found the water.
Telemetry lost.
It was at this moment that he knew.
Yeah, he knew he fucked up.
Oh no, that is not what you want to see. Oh. Is it smoking? Is it like what's? Is that just the water?
Yeah, it's just muggy water.
Okay.
The GoPro's still running because it's relatively waterproof.
Well, he said about his FC, I think, was making noise and that, you know. So, but the way it looked and it changed, I couldn't tell if it was mucky water, if the smoke was if there was smoke adding to it. Oh, now we're walking up. I need the like play-by-play, boy. Come on, fact check, Colin, Captain Colin. All right, no smoke, just ah. I like the waddle, but that's real. Oh, we got oily time with the largest petroleum gentleman out there. Oh, fuck. It's been a while since I've heard a good variation of it. I like it. We are lighting it up with Bannister Post in Detroit, 420. I'm going to hide behind the scenes for 2 minutes, boys. Get myself a drink.
It was just me.
All eyes on Nomad. He's running the show. He did take over the Twans, boys. He got what he was asking for. So how does it feel to take over the Twans?
Well, you know, it was just fell in my lap. I didn't get up this morning thinking I was gonna take over the Twans, but I do what the community needs.
Ooh, good answer. Pretty good on your feet. Ooh, when you hear the call of the Twans, you must answer.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, that place is still big, and a lot of it's gone.
So Mike found us the spot that's got like an opening if we need it.
Detroit is mind-blowing on the size of the bandos.
Yeah, the whole city's almost a bando.
You're not wrong. It was really weird because it would be like house, abandoned house, people living there,
Yeah.
abandoned people living. Like, then you'd get the big industrial, huge sections like this.
I mean, it's the auto industry. They bailed on the town, and you know, it had a huge economic impact. And there's also a whole bunch of other history that I'm not entirely clear on as far as Detroit's concerned, but it's unfortunate. I think it's making a comeback, though.
Well, it might be because the local boys said they're tearing down a lot of the bandos now. That it's actually happening. Like, they've been, I don't know. It's actually in motion and they're coming down, you know? So maybe, let's all be real, that's the plan, to rebuild. You're not putting money into it unless there's a purpose. Usually.
They are princess props. Now, did you say that we have a...
Oh, Danzilla the Terrible is right. Twan power equals Twan responsibility. Yes. With the power of Twans comes great responsibility.
That's awesome.
May the power of the Twan compel you.
May the power of the power of the Twans compel you.
Fucking lot here with this fence, guys. This is sad to see in some ways, but
compels you. You must stand strong and true.
This is taking a turn.
Oh, Lord forgive me. These boys are sending me to...
This is an FPTV exclusive.
When we talk about everything that happened, we'd rather sit around. I don't need a lesson, you just call me out. Call me when I'm distant, always run your mouth. I don't wanna listen, you're on my case. Won't you stop with that look on your face? And I can't believe that you only hold me when I'm on my knees.
Dan says, "Forgive me, Father, for I have Twan."
You don't need forgiveness for the Twans. Oh, this is the 10-inch. Oh, I didn't realize he was flying the 10-inch here. It's hidden behind your head, boy.
Inch.
Let's get rid of no, I'm kidding. Oily rig
I see how it
10-inch
is.
here, boys. Yeah. The 5 is his go-to, but whipping that bad boy around. I didn't even know he was flying the 10-inch.
Don't know that I've ever heard of anybody proxying a quad so large.
They don't usually. He might
I
be a
wouldn't
little
take
bit
my
of a
10-inch
madman.
indoors.
Bando Basher is on his resume, so.
That's an expensive quad to bash, though.
Yeah. It might be.
Bigger pieces of carbon, bigger motors, better ingredients, better pizza.
Better ingredients, better pizza. Yes. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, he is. She's like, one loop, not good enough. I gotta loop and swoop every window in this thing. Or door, or whatever.
Oh, he hit a wire.
Okay, Mike, do you know what's up? Everybody is here. What's up? This is Nappy. We got
What's up? This is Nappy. I like that.
Masters here. We got a bunch of guys from Detroit. Look at all these motherfuckers. Grandpa's here.
And Nappy likes to interview just random people on the street. Hey, you want to be in my YouTube video?
I'm fucking having a blast.
That's all I do.
Other than these princess props.
Nappy does walk up to people. He doesn't give a fluff. We're at Avengers. They're
No,
making a
he's-
music video. He strolls up. What's up, everybody?
We like your juicy
Yeah, he's
flops.
a super friendly guy. I like him.
Looking to buy Justin's stuff? Tmaniacs.com.
Yeah. So this spot's fucking great. I flew
Shout
the
out to
10-inch
Mike Drones. Where you at, boy?
Sometimes. But all in all,
I know you in Detroit, but where your ass been other than that? No.
Quad Daddy while we're here.
Nice.
And then try and maybe see if we can get a flight in while we're here. Hey Justin, this is Quad Daddy. I don't know if you've ever met
Yeah,
him.
Detroit's about 3 hours from me.
Oh, that's not too bad.
No, dude, don't break him. He's not a fucking dog.
It's yeah, it's something that has to be planned for. It's like I can't just go on a whim.
Yeah.
Oh, I get that. Fair.
It's not like I've got. I wish there were like, other FPV pilots in my town, but it's such a small town relative to anywhere else that I think LaPorte, Indiana is the closest, and second to that would be Chicago and then Detroit.
In real life, so.
I wouldn't say that shit. You try repairing right here?
I did. That's actually, yeah. That's
Yeah, I'm eyeballing the map like Ohio's there, but that ain't as close as the others.
How does he open doorknobs? He doesn't have a thumb.
He doesn't. I do it for him.
Have you always been in Pennsylvania?
Along with me.
Yeah, I've lived here my whole life. I've probably traveled more
explains
in the
it.
past like 2 years than I ever have.
That's good.
Oh my god, I enjoy it though. I can't complain. Like, I love
Gotta
new
get out and see the
places.
world.
New places is exciting, new things, new
All right, so we're
perspectives,
gonna
you
do
know?
Quad Daddy. Growing up with Dano. He's ready. He's 7 inches below the waistband on the props.
Oh, the bobblehead flight. Let's go.
Oh my, okay.
The Quad Daddy bobblehead has flown quite a few bandos. Oh, and this is the 7-inch,
7-inch?
boys. Oh, he flew the 7, the 10-inch. Damn. Did a tour of Detroit with all the fun.
I did put a sock monkey on my Cinelifter once. Quick video of that somewhere. Pretty funny. My wife and I have the sock monkey that we take when we travel. He's been all over the world. And so we decided I wanted to see if we could take it for a flight on the Cinelifter.
I
So
feel
I
that's appropriate.
clamped him onto the deck and velcroed his little arms down so he didn't get caught in the props. Turned out it was like way more restraint than what was actually needed, but my wife was laughing so hard because she could see it from a distance.
So it was a success, though.
Yes,
Sock monkey
absolutely.
Success. Okay, that's all we can see.
Yep. Didn't want to do it too much because the little yarn hair would start to fray in the wind.
Oh.
We don't want his yarn hair to fray. He's got to last. He's got a lot of places left to go in the world.
Oh, that was beautiful. Has the Quad Daddy bobblehead flown his last bando? I guess time will tell. He is now in the possession of Quad Daddy. He has been gifted officially. This big ugly guy is so weird. He bought a fucking custom-made bobblehead of Quad Daddy. And has been flying
That's
him all
commitment.
over. But he is now officially home with Quad Daddy himself.
Disappeared again.
Oh!
Okay, so, Dan,
Get him, go!
Mike is in here doing retrieval shit. Mike! We gotta find him. We're on the hunt right now for Mike.
He deserved to be retired. He has been to many bandos.
He looked like he had a bit of a rough life.
Large beard.
He may have had to have a reconstructive surgery on his face and his neck once or twice.
Yeah, that spring does look aftermarket.
The spring. No, it is the OG spring.
Oh, okay.
Just a little bit of an extension for height and maneuverability,
Okay.
I think.
Maneuverability.
About 5'5".
Bye, Dan.
Oh, night. Glad you hung out with us.
Sleep
Night,
sweet,
night,
little
swans
buddy.
to you.
Not sure where he is. Haven't found him yet. Oh my god, he's already down and out. I see his red beard. He's made it outside. I'm in here for no reason. I looked everywhere for him. I couldn't find him. And then I looked outside and I found him. I was looking everywhere for
What are
you.
they running from the cops now?
No, he said, I'm looking everywhere for you.
Stairs right there. I thought that was not.
I think they were looking for his quad, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, you see it? See it right there? He's sitting on like at least a dozen eggs, and he was trapped about 10 feet down.
So you never know.
Is
That's
there a
up
goose
somewhere.
over there?
Pretty crazy. Dude, so we're out here. And this motherfucker chainsaw people.
Dude, what are they gonna cut down?
See, this chainsaw guy's cool. We're safe. I was worried. Who's that talking to them? Is that lifted?
I think I've seen you on the History Channel, right? Yeah. Okay.
Fuck, he's on the History Channel?
Yeah, yep.
Oh, see,
Okay,
Pickers.
free down?
We just learned all this. This is amazing.
Where's Chainsaw Guy? Let me see
Hope you
him.
guys
Come
are
on,
enjoying
boy.
this. This is a little...
Dude walks up with a chainsaw.
Yeah, shout out to the mayor. You're really doing a great job. This city's fucking booming. Yeah.
Legend Big
this
says
is
he flew the
American
potato
Pickers.
in his video. Wondering if we're gonna hate on him for it.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
I wonder if
No,
we got the
wasn't
chainsaw.
planning
I
on it.
wouldn't hate on you, dude.
They found it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I wanted to see this part because I didn't get to watch this earlier. Dude walks up with a chainsaw, and apparently
Hell, we're still
he's
waiting on that
also
pizza. Shout
coincidentally
out to
on
Justin
American
and Jerky
Pickers.
on that pizza journey.
Odd.
I think we're on hour 3 now.
Oh, see, there it is. I see it
Just
now.
clean up after ourselves.
Yeah,
Well,
we
the
will.
odds
We
of a
like cleaning.
chainsaw wielding guy rolling
So
up
yeah,
while you're at
chainsaw
the
guy
banda
seems
would
cool.
be
We're
pretty
cool.
weird. And then not only that, find out he's on TV all the
I'm
time.
sure there's homeless dudes with chainsaws in Detroit.
Okay, I'd be concerned about the homeless dude with them, but you don't usually see them during the day, honestly. I've never seen a homeless guy in them during the day, like. They only go there to, well, I can't say only, but I assume sleeping there is probably the most likely time they spend.
I mean, it depends on weather.
Weather, yeah.
Detroit is north of the wall, so it gets pretty cold.
Yeah, but there's warm places to hang out in the day. No, we have run across some people in them, but less than you would think, like.
Oh boy,
Slim
we got
Shady
quite a few
carries
left
a
tonight, don't we?
Sorry, what'd you say?
So we got quite a left still tonight, don't we?
I'll have to take a peek through and see how, Ooh, are you hitting the tap out button? Is he leaning towards the tap out?
I don't know, I'm old.
I don't know! I like the tone, that was fair enough. Dude, I'm not gonna pretend like some nights I can't hang anymore either, so like, I'll get a little pickier and choosier at the end.
Well, I've been dealing with some medical issues this week, so my energy's already, like,
You ain't
tanked.
gotta explain shit to me, dude. I just gotta pick on you a little bit, you know?
That's fair enough. Wow, that was a tiny gap. Love this song.
This brings me. Oh, fuck you!
What?
What the fuck?
I was like,
I'm
wow.
sorry,
I
like,
was like,
fuck.
no way. No fucking way.
Dude, if that, I would have fucking lost my shit! Okay, that's tight as shit, but like,
Yeah.
oh my god, you're insane! Insane! It's so worth watching these last few seconds to fucking like... He's like, huh, should I fly at a fucking brick wall? Yes.
Seems legit.
Oh wait, okay, he sized it up there. Now he's gonna go for it.
I think Oily Guy would try a keyhole once just to see if he could.
Oh, you're not gonna let me? Oh, we're going fucking frame by frame, people.
Don't think it's quite wide enough.
Oh my god, it's
It
like
might
one
be.
goddamn cinder block big. Oh! What in the fuck? Look at that. I don't think it fit through. Look how straight that shit is.
Yeah.
Oh my god. God damn. Alright. I won't go back again. Dude, I did this time. That was insane!
That was
Holy
insane.
shit.
I
had
think
to
your
do it.
reaction was just as good as the footage.
Damn.
We have done it. We have flown Packard. People came.
Who does
People
that?
went.
Like,
Now it's our turn to leave. We're gonna go get
Large
some food, I
petroleum
think.
gentleman.
Are you coming to get food? with
large
us on the first?
petroleum gel.
Oh no. No, I think they said little burgers or little sandwiches.
He didn't get it, but maybe if he had more packs, he says maybe.
Maybe.
Hey, are we still doing little burgers? Is that your plan? That's where they went. We need to do gluten-free for MFR. Fuck. Hopefully they have
We did a
that.
good job. GoPro didn't last.
Yeah, just listen to him. I'm just gonna put this in. I'm stealing this right now. This is real life pirating.
Well, I think I'll head to Detroit when I decide I absolutely have to lose a quad.
Yeah,
I'll go to Detroit and lose it there.
Starving.
Yeah.
Bando pizza was amazing.
Oh yeah.
Well, you get to take it home with you. You just have to fix it afterwards.
Yeah, Justin's amazing.
Yeah, I would find some new and interesting way to lose it.
Ooh, no quad left behind. They try real hard to
Like
get
it-
them back. Some do.
Like it would fall. It would fall inside a cinder block wall, all the way to the bottom.
But we appreciate you watching. Make sure you subscribe to all these guys. I'll put their stuff down below. And yeah, thanks. Till next time. Peace, motherfuckers. Hey, maniac.
All right, let's see. Ruland, we did show him some love tonight, so okay. I'm gonna skip ahead and take a peek. Tobias, keys. All the boy. MFO.
Yeah, I do think I'm going to be turning into a pumpkin soon.
Oh, dude, I might challenge you to hang. You challenged me to be on time. We're almost at the end. Nah, I won't make you stick the whole thing.
I don't cave to peer pressure that easily.
Oh, I tried, boys. He's like, I'm too tough. Let's
I'm not
get
saying
it.
I'm tough. I'm just not easily influenced.
And I stand my ground. We got Tobias.
Tobias,
Coming through
that
with
beautiful
its-
motherfucker with that beautiful hair and them beautiful teeth, you jerk.
I think we're gonna get some packs in. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.
He says it's finally nice out, showing off his 5-inch build. Thank you, fucking Sunrider, for telling me to put this in 4K. It looks so much better. On all the videos. Like,
More K's, the mo better.
the moped. See, if you plan it right, maybe get your ass picked up and caravan to the bando. That's not the right fucking word. What am I looking for? Carpool.
Caravan.
Brr, carpool. You can tell when I'm getting tired. I'm like, dirt.
Yeah. Oh, my camera fucked off on me.
I didn't know what happened there. You're like, fuck this shit. I'm calling it.
Yeah, no. My camera is it's a little gimbaled camera, so it can move around. It follows my face around. Sometimes it gets confused and it decided to just look down for no reason.
Bias, I was gonna say, if you hit that tree gap, you're gonna cut that motherfucker in half. That little guy. That was.
Tobias.
Tobias.
All right, lady, I'm taking my leave.
Oh, he's tapping out.
I know. I'm such a bitch. Fucking handle it.
I will not hold it against you. I appreciate you coming on. Thank you. Send me your shiz to nah, I'm gonna hit your ass up after stream, but send me some shiz so I could put it in the little slideshow in the beginning with your stream and all that. Like, I'm trying to build that up as we go, you know, pump out more people.
Absolutely,
and
I would
so
appreciate that very much.
on.
And thank you very much for
hanging
having
out.
me. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. I'll just say that 100 times.
I had a lot of fun.
And not let him go. No. Good night, Nomad. He gets the gold twans of the night. I'm making me be on
Good
time.
night, everybody.
And I'll kick his ass off. Watch this. Oh, wait. I'm an asshole. That was my webcam. I couldn't even try to pretend I was slick with it. There was his. Okay. And then doodle that one. And bam. Now here we are. For full, undivided attention for Tobias.
Alright guys, if you're still here, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. I just want to take a quick moment and
Nah, dog, we fixing that car tent.
got an ND filter and the antennas from the giveaway that you guys did. And I really appreciate it a lot. I was in serious need of antennas, and I was actually out of ND filters. So
I'll make it to the end.
But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. You guys are awesome.
Oh, Lambo's calling you out, saying he could make it. We'll see, Lambo. We'll see. Oh, wait. I didn't like that. Get the fluff out of here. We got to give Tobias a Twan while we're here, right? Goodbye. Yeah, Tobias. Sometimes I forget which one is right and which is wrong. Because I say it so many times. Wait, what did I do here? That's not what I wanted to do. I can't blame him. I'd be getting tired. Nappy! We can't go without watching Flying FPV at a bando or the bando. Yeah, look at this awful clouds. At the bando. All them good hashtags, boys. Bam, full screen.
Alright, what's up everybody? I'm here at this.
For now, I'll fly the potato. Enjoy your potato,
This part
Wedge
right
Big.
here, behind me is a bando, and like right over there, behind it is a running business. So it kind of sucks to fly
Never
here,
got my
but the
snack,
whole reason
like
I
I
came
said.
here was because of that.
I'm gonna grab my snack.
There.
It's like 2 feet behind me.
I don't know, but I don't know. I was gonna try to be like Austin inspired, but I brought some cutters to cut those trees down, but they're freaking too thick. I need a chainsaw and I don't have one. So
that was
it's
wrong.
a beautiful Sunday, sunny Sunday afternoon, springtime. So I'm gonna fly here anyway. So Austin, if you watch this, I'm not hitting that ladder because I don't think I can because of the trees, but should still be fun. But yeah, I'll be back.
Damn,
I'll give you
got
guys some
him.
stick cam.
Nah.
See these thumbs, fingers. You'll get to see them. Peace.
People give you ear, so I be sublime. It's enjoyable to know you in the concubines. Take off your coats, ladies act like gems.
What's up, everybody? Make sure you go subscribe to Nappy. Super chill dude to be awesome. To be awesome, to be fair. He's an awesome pilot, good guy. He'll be awesome. I'm tired. I'm gonna get through it though, boys. I got my peanut butter chocolate snacks. I don't know.
You could be a black man and lose all your soul. You could be white and good, but don't prep the road. See, my is universal if you got knowledge of Dolo or Del myself. See, there's no one else who could drop it.
I am still impressed that Nomad managed to get me here on time. That is a task. I do believe Fly High has tried.
So give me the sword and let's not make it the last.
Back in '89, I simply slid into place. Buddy, 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 all up in your face. A lot of kids was busting rhymes, but they had no taste. Some said Quest was whack, but now is that the case? I have a quest to have a mic in my hand without.
This spot is cool. It needs a little more decay, some roof gaps and stuff. I'm liking it.
When was the last time you heard the pipe was sloppy? Lyrics anonymous, you never hear me copy. Top notch, baby, never coming less. Sky's the limit. You got to believe up in Quest. Sit back, relax, get up out the path. If not that, here's the dance floor. Come move that. Non-believers, you can check the stats. I roll with Shaheed and the brother Abstract. Know the time when Quest is in the jam. I never let a statue tell me how nice I am. Coming with more hits than the Braves and the Yankees. Living mad.
Chocolate covered almonds I don't do because I'm a hater of nuts. But I don't really get down with peanuts or anything like that. But I do like peanut butter. So a little bit of a contradiction, but so nah, I haven't tried chocolate covered almonds. Chocolate covered pretzels.
All right, guys,
Oh, my
I
jam.
flew here. I didn't hit the ladder because I'm a big baby, and I didn't want to I don't know. There's all those trees there.
These they
So
call
I
them
don't
peanut
wanna
butter
get stuck.
buckeyes.
I just saw a few people that were subbed to my channel. So if you're watching this, thank you.
Tobias, if
you
y'all
guys
don't
like
cook
this,
your chicken medium rare, what are you
pretty good
doing?
here, bash
Like
time.
surviving
I
or
don't
something?
think I broke anything, but I'm
Fucking
hot and sweaty. I ripped a hole in my hoodie, but I wore old clothes because I knew it would be bad here. But yeah, just want to say thanks for watching, and Dano FPV, thanks for the stack you hooked me up with. It got me going. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry,
What's up,
Tobias.
Dana?
I like my
Peace.
chicken with a little less death
Check
in
out my
it.
shirt.
Says Wedge and me. I agree. Lion Eye, let's go. Oh, this is short. Let me pause. Ah! Come on now. There we go. I wanted to pause it until I got my shit together when they're short. Here we go. Whooping the 85mm bumper. See, you cook your chicken?
It's all fake.
Whoop whoop.
I like the sound effect. Ah. Like, but what do you mean it's all fake? Are you fluffing with me? No. We got Kiz. Okay. Hey, that was Big Oily Guy dropping it in there for you. Yeah, Wedge and Big, you had the right Discord, but you had the wrong channel, obviously. So what'd you do? Drop it in free-for-all? That's where all the bullshit happens usually. Play My Shiz is where we drop everything for the stream each week. So feel free to drop some mo whenever you want. We are down to Kiz. What you got? Some Shelby pop-up zooming. Why my brain didn't want to wrap around that, I don't know. God, it's like cold here. It felt like 80. It was 80s a couple days ago. Is that what happened? It wasn't a... See, Flying Eye is always messing with me. It's like hard to... Wait, Wedge and Big, you've never dropped videos? Why do I feel like I know your name? Do you fly wings? I feel like I've watched your shiz before. We got Kiz coming with Kim Sticks Rejoan title. Let's go, Kiz. It's talk, dude. Quick action. Hey, fly, zone, get your twans, mother fluffer. I'm getting tired. How are you tonight? True, we should twan out the Quad Mafia gang. They deserve their twans. Yeah, he is whipping it and flipping it through this mother fluffer. Mother fluffing kiss Bartlett, boys. We got a couple more before. Oh, Nepca. Okay. Sweet Fly Tribe Magazine 2024. Pilot Spotlight. Who we spotlight, boys? At ATEC. Oh, that's a cool building. Where you at, bro? That Bando spot was really cool looking. There's a creep tunnel! ATEC, the Freestyle Jedi. Ho ho! I like the title though, that sounds sick. We got MFR with Loving This at Office Spot Atlanta Throwback.
Recognize anything?
Like, MFR, are you messing with me, mother fluffer? I'm like, that's not you.
It's gonna be an Office Space kind of day.
Like, is that him? Like, he changed his, like, his look a little bit, and it totally threw me off. Like, they brought up a little fluke here. Nobody even batted an eye. Oh, get it. This is a really cool spot, though. For an office spot. Panda? Can't remember. I don't know. Panda? I don't know if I know Panda. Remember Panda?
God damn it, I'm pissed. I was eating a Tic Tac and then
Oh, I'm gonna say he might have flown this spot.
and I want to eat it
When
again.
big,
I'm
have you
gonna
seen
wipe
him?
it off. Yes, the internet's gonna hate me.
Look at it.
But you know what I noticed? I guess this is one of his old videos, but look at, he's excited to be there. He's like happy to be flying. He doesn't look miserable, like,
Okay, I'm really
just
dizzy.
to inform you of this new FPV thing.
Look, I've missed a spot shaving.
What? What?
Alright, MFR, you're still... The way this building is built is pretty fucking crazy. Fluffin'. What the shit? He's right in my mouth tonight, boys. I'm on a roll. I can't help myself. Fly and I'm glad you hung till your video played. We got you in there. Have a good night. Tell the family I said good night. All those little babies you got at home. They're getting bigger now, but you know. Good night. Night, night, long. I want to know why the fountain wasn't running for aesthetics. Like, he wanted that shot, that visual. He would have flew the whoop right into the cone, like landed in there. I think Big Whaley guy is giving me a sickness. Like, I see these little slats over here, and I'm like, oh, you fucking go through it. But sane people don't usually do that. Very nice, MFR. That's a cool spot. And, oh, wait. We got two. C's just didn't show up right. All right, what you got for us, C? Oh, you got nothing for us, apparently. Nah. It's private. Maybe that's why it showed up funny. All right, then, boys. We are going to end the night with Wedgin' Big, DJI Mavic 3 Classic. See, I am subscribed, dude. I knew it. Do you fly wings? Am I making that up? Kentucky Bay. Like,
I got hit by a truck. I got hit by a truck, and it drove off and left me here for dead.
I got hit by a truck? Is that what the fuck that's
lying here crying in the rain. Yeah. I got touched by God, and it fucked me up like an electrical current coursing through my veins.
Alright, the song got me like, what? Out of the gate. Swift Duck, get your twans. Hello, hello.
Way up in the clouds somewhere now, don't know what's real.
I thought you said you're flying a potato drone. Wait, is this the Mavic? They could flip like that?
I don't even know if I'm here now, but I'm in my feels.
This is what I'm used to a Mavic looking like.
Now you got me lost in
okay.
emotion.
So he's got two different ones here?
Intoxicated with your drug, bloodstream racing, heartbeat pulsing. The truth of it is I'm in love with you. I got touched by God, and it fucked me up like an electrical current pulsing through my veins. Lightning come and hit me again. I'm in my field, way up in the clouds somewhere now. Don't know what's real.
Yeah, do you have a 5-inch fucking wedging big? I feel like you just need one. Flying like this, fucking, you know? Okay. So is Mavic not considered a potato? I'm confused about that now. I'm going to need further explanation at some point. I don't know what people call potatoes. I'm losing my... But I'm tired too. Anyway, good night, boys. Those were some beautiful shots in there, Wedge and Bike. Oh, C slipped in with a playground before we go. That might be the one he posted. Let's go. I retract my night-night twans. Mavic is a Mavic. Potato is the DJI FP. Okay. So there's only one potato. I did not know the difference. Oh, good night, Tobias. Yeah, thanks. Sorry, I didn't understand that at first. My brain was like, dirt to dirt. The boys had to explain that. Thank you. Oh, let's go.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt.
Oh, eyeballing those gaps, yes.
I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go under the bar on that one. Almost. You got a nice go-to spot to go fly in, though. This is fucking great. Oh, until kids start showing up, but...
The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step, still hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all.
Oh, don't forget. Flyzone says, do not forget, y'all. The best one-pack showdown tomorrow night with Dan Z. Send in your videos on the Quad Mafia Discord. No edits, so you want one pack uncut. One pack showdown, boys. You got a fire pack. You think you got a chance to take home the win, boys? Hop over to their Discord and drop it in there, the Quad Mafia Discord. Did you see the Northern Lights? I'm glad you said that. I want to walk outside and see if I can find any. You reminded me. Ooh, I also want to see you go between the swing chains. Like you're going between the two swings, but like I want like the one. That was awesome, see? It's exciting to see you out there. And on that note, boys, night-night twans are going out to CFPV, Legend Big, Fly Zone, and Quad Mafia. big oily guy, the largest petroleum gentleman. Oh my God. And to anyone else out there hanging out in chat, did I miss anybody, boys? Let me know if you're still there. Why can't I find this to scroll back? That's what I have this for. Ah. Don't know how technology works. There we go. It was Swift.Flexo. That's what I'm looking for. Night, night to all the guys still hanging out. And to everyone who came and dropped your videos, I appreciate it. Drop some more. I am taking next week off, boys, because I want to. I am taking next week off. So join us on the 20-something, the week after that, because Lambo is going to be driving those mother-fluffing Zambos as our guest. So, see you boys then, and I don't know, I got nothing else. Night-night swans to all, and to all